discord.gg/flatearth.
The rainbow guy? What does that mean?
He does more harm than good.
She don't mean rainbow gay?
That was his kill shot. That was his proof. Rainbow's proof, a dome or something.
Oh.
Here's the clip. This happened on Monday. This is a clip I grabbed from Monday's show.
Okay. Where are we at here? We're at Massachusetts 617. He goes, please let Dave Weiss come on the show, the premier flat earth debater. Dirt on YouTube. I'm a huge fan of you guys. Keep up the great work. He has a ton of great scientific
Chris would love him.
We're going to have John Zerko on Wednesday, so he'll talk about flat earth.
So, yeah.
God, we're going to get fucking flooded. Okay, batten down the hatches.
I'm going to start
some more bot.
All hands, battle stations, be prepared to man your station.
Yeah, I'm going to stir the shit pot right now. I'm in the chat. I'm going to see what else I can get out.
Oh, shit. Do it now because the chat will be scrolling so fast you won't be able to see anything.
Yeah, I'm preemptively doing that.
Miggy's going to stir up some mayhem.
There's some back and forth. It seems like some of the moderators in the Discord are not so fond of it, but the producer of the show is. I posted a visual in the chat so you can see. They flash to his face and he's like, yeah. Flat Earth, yep. So I'm curious to see. There are some good people in the chat. I'm seeing they're saying W Flat Earth and stuff like that. So
oh my god, dude, Flat Earth on Fresh and Fit. All the incel fucking anti-flat earthers are gonna go mental. there might be a freaking mass and delete yourself over at Commander. Because Destiny got wrecked trying to debate Flat Earth.
Did he?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. He won't debate the topic anymore. He got wrecked so bad.
Wow.
By a chump, too. By someone that wasn't even that good of a debater.
Like, people in the chat saying this is going to be the best pod ever. This is going to be the best episode ever.
Dude, what the fuck is with the Zerka dude? Is he, like, internet famous? Like, what did he do? Never heard of him.
I've never even heard of him until...
I got a question for you all.
Yeah.
Has anyone here been to church recently?
I walked by one.
I mean, like, inside.
Been to church as
man.
Like a church or what are you, a religious church? What are you talking about?
Yeah, like a Catholic or something church. Catholic or Christian church.
Have I attended services? No, not lately.
No.
Because I'm seeing some weird symbolism in these churches.
Yeah, religion is a thing that it's a huge topic, bro. So when you see something, symbols and stuff like that, you have to be specific, like which religion are you talking about, which denomination, like it's specific stuff.
Catholic, like I went there and I see they have these candles with 2023 on it. And then it's like a pyramid with 4 dots around it and a scythe at the top with the omega sign at the bottom.
Yeah, don't worry about that stuff.
Yeah, they be tripping up in there.
Actually, I drew it. I just posted it. I drew like a replica of what the candle looks like.
Like what I'm saying, don't worry about it. They always do stuff like that.
So
I've been doing stuff like that for millennia, dude.
It scares me.
Who cares? That stuff. What do you want to do? About it. They're gonna keep doing it.
Maybe they're not doing it anymore. Your sense of it, your awareness of it, has ratcheted up, so you see it more because of your mindset.
But is it a false fear-mongering sensing?
Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Jasu. It's a distraction, bro. So there's Dorkid in the chat. He's saying gravity is a theory, never proven. Like, so obviously somebody on their staff is moderating the chat is for flat Earth.
And,
yeah, I saw that.
Someone else in there, Chad, said Earth is a motionless plane.
I like this. It's pro
Mhm.
flat Earth for at least that much. So we won't get banned here in this chat, and it's a great way to kind of like, I mean, if you turn up right now in this chat and everybody's highlighting 24/7 Flat Earth Discord, we can really get some people coming here and stir the pot, man.
Hey, check this out. One of their wrenches, Creation Bear, thanks for putting these up. Dorkhead, he's got a wrench. If a plane was flying on a globe at 550 miles an hour, they would have to dip their nose. No, he's got it wrong. He said 2.77 feet. No, it's actually 2,700 feet. That's the decimal point.
What chat are you guys on?
Live stream voice text.
Are they live right now?
No, they go live in 32 minutes.
Oh, there's just people in the chat.
We're just reading.
Click the link in the live stream voice text. You can go there, find out. We're all
Okay.
Well, some of us are in there.
You guys are in there.
All right, I'll go in there.
Oh, shoot.
So Dorkhead is the wrench that's saying what's up to us.
Even though he got the decimal point off, but I think he's got the right idea.
Yeah, but we got to kind of just do a little preemptive.
I'm on there, but I don't see any of the chat. It's like not even popping up. Oh, now I see it. Okay.
So just go to the YouTube and pick up their link in their YouTube, right?
Yeah, I got it now.
I'll go check it out too.
This guy Dorkhead's asking some nice questions. Nice job, Miggy. I saw that.
Yeah, kind of keep it to promoting 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. So as much as you can, just say like 24/7 Flat Earth Discord would like you guys to come here. 24/7 Flat Earth Discord is saying this and that. 24/7 Flat Earth. So the more people say it, yeah.
I think when they go live, it'll be better. Like to say it.
And then they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this 24/7 Flat Earth Discord?" Someone's gonna be asking that question, and when they do,
Am I allowed to post like a link to the Discord in the YouTube chat?
I think Paul V just tried that, and they told him not to.
Oh, is it like the moderators in the YouTube chat said not to do that?
I guess, is that what they told you, Paul V?
Yeah, he told me. He said he had texted or messaged and said, "Hey, I'm a flat earther too, but stop promoting your Discord in the chat." So, well, I think I'm just gonna keep doing it. Fuck him.
It seems like a lot of people are doing it now. He hasn't said anything, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Is this a debate that's happening coming up, or is it just some like casual conversation?
So fresh and fit convo.
I don't think it's going to be a full-fledged debate. I mean, they've had on people who talked about. Sorry. Yeah, I want to hear from you, brother. You were roboting though. Still
We don't
roboting.
hear you. We don't hear you, AI. Do you hear what they're saying? Renzo says Zerka is only here for the mindless entertainment. Let's be real. He must be a perfect filler for episode for the FNF series. Like Naruto filler for the episode. That's all it is, folks. But we can capitalize on it. Shoot. Let's see.
Yeah, I jumped in that chat a little early, and I was reading what people were saying. There's a bunch of people in there gossiping like women about I don't know what they're talking about because I don't know who any of these people are. So I just started, spamming and saying, hey, if anybody wants to have a discussion about a flat Earth, go to 24/7 Flat Earth Discord or go to 24/7 Live Flat Earth YouTube and check us out. Just click the link. Come on in. Let's have a discussion. And people just started then asking me questions. Why can't we just talk here? No, just come here. We can actually talk. But I don't know. I'm on my phone too, so I got to keep bouncing out of here and then bouncing back over there. I think I might just stay here though. I think I'm done with that. Unless you guys think it's worth it for me to keep plugging it in the chat, I mean, I will. I got nothing better to do.
Just talking about it, kind of like, we here at the 24/7 Flat Earth Discord or this group at 24, just like mentioning it, it'll start the conversation.
Think of it, dude, guys. The show hasn't even started yet. There's 30 minutes until it's supposed to start, and there's 500 people in the chat.
Yeah. There's 1.339 million subscribers. So
wow.
This could bring some attention to the server if we just talk about it.
They wouldn't let me type hold on in the chat at all. Of course, I'm signed in as Flat Earth 2017 Consciousness.
Oh, that's you. I saw your message.
Yeah. Oh, you did? Okay, maybe I just missed it. It went by fast. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Make sure when you're in there, turn the chat filter from top messages to all messages as well.
Somebody typed Earth is flat AF, whether somebody likes it or not.
They're just starting to pick up steam now. Chat scrolling pretty quick.
Yeah, and the chat's moving fast. Holy crap.
Yeah, I can't have it. So that's why I can't. You can't talk to somebody in a chat like that with it. I don't think you're going to get anywhere trying to actually answer people's questions in that chat. So I'll just try to prefer. I'm over here.
Like there's people
I'm not
in there.
warrior.
Yeah, I don't think the goal isn't ultimately just to be in the chat, and there's also they have a Discord as well, which I'll drop a link to. And then also people could donate. I don't know if anyone out there is feeling generous. You can throw super chats out there, like "Yo, join the Discord," like little things like that. So whoever's feeling generous,
plug.
I mean, someone donated $100 and was like, "Yo, Dave Weiss," So like, forget Dave Weiss. Like, plug this place.
Might have to get ready to. Might have to get ready to open that arena up sooner than we thought.
Let me get a link to their Discord.
I think that guy with the wrench too. He also said something to me about something. He's a flat earther. We all are this flat. Everybody can just watch an Eric Dubé video. So stop putting your Discord in the chat. Something like that. He said, like, okay, I don't know what. Why would you want to watch a video when you actually talk with people?
So there's enough of us that once he tells one person to stop, we can stop, and there'll be more of us that'll put it in there. Like they're multiplying. Like, there's no way you could stop it.
Well, I didn't actually get the link. I didn't actually copy the link and put it in the chat. So maybe I'll try to do that. I don't know if we can. You do that even? I don't even know if that's.
Me.
No,
I mean it's literally just
no.
It's just discord.gg/flatter.
Twig Snatcher Club.
Only moderators will be able to make it an actual clickable link.
Yeah, that's interesting. Lurk. We'll have to see what this guy's about. I have never listened to him, so I'm not going to make any.
Unless you're talking about in their Discord, which are you talking about, the YouTube chat or the Discord?
Right now, we're goofing off in the YouTube chat. There's 500 people, almost 600 people in the chat, and it hasn't even started. It's not even supposed to start for like another 20, 30 minutes. So,
oh yeah.
And they usually get. I mean, I've seen the the live feed have anywhere from like 10,000 to 30,000 people live. So
Yo, you see
Is
all the
this the
insults,
same-
man? It's hilarious.
Is this the same podcast you've been
Yeah.
clipping and posting?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Dude, reading that chat is like reading the lobby.
yeah,
Exactly.
It's pretty weird.
Dude, they're NPCs, bro. They're like legit, dude. Like if you ever thought that these people are NPCs, these people aren't even looking for it, and they act the same way as the people that come in here.
Yep.
I'm kind of curious to
You
see what
almost be
Zerka's gonna
13 years old. What the other
how
dude
Zerka's
say?
gonna open
You're
up.
homeless. You're a homeless person. Sorry, Miggy.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I wonder how he's gonna open with what. Like, I hope it's not like rainbows and shit. Like,
Yo, this nigga starts talking about the edge, man. Swear to God, I'll fly to Miami right now. I got a
So
one-way
this
ticket
guy
to Miami
Zerka
for
is supposed to be a flat
$99.
earther? This guy Zerka is supposed to be a flat earther.
yeah.
I can play the clip one more time for.
I mean, he might have said one dumb thing. Was that the only dumb thing he said? Or was he just
That's about the only thing I heard.
He's one of those flat earthers that are kind of always like David Weiss. I say they talk about speculations and whatnot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh no, fuck! I mean, David Weiss is bad, but this guy's miles worse.
Oh, David
What do
Weiss
you think about
calm
the
down
edge?
with the speculation. He's actually been kind of like reining it in. I shouldn't say reining it in, but actually like qualifying it. Be like saying what if, or you know what I mean, as
It's kind of like it's wild, speculative bullshit tied with a shitty attitude.
542 people in the live chat.
Yeah, just for context, if anyone is just now tuning in, this is from their Monday show. Someone donated $100.
Okay. Where are we at here? We're at Massachusetts 617. He goes, please let Dave Weiss come on the show, the premier flat Earth debater. They're on YouTube. I'm a huge fan of you guys. Keep up the great work. He has a ton of great scientific.
Chris would love
Don't worry,
him.
we're gonna have John Zerko
Chris would love him,
on
man.
Wednesday, so he'll talk about flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
So I don't know if you heard, he said Chris would love him. Chris is the producer. And so, yeah, I'll post a visual again. So hopefully, so like I said, the producer will be the guy who clicks the questions and displays them on screen for the host to read. So hopefully he'll be on our side, like picking good things to display. You know what I mean? So if you donate, like, he'll be the one to put that on the screen. So if anyone's feeling generous, plug the Discord. There's the clip in the live stream. Which reminds me,
Look at Dorkhead, man. He's getting in them punches.
oh, cool. We can feature it in Discord as well.
Diesel, you got a hot mic, bro.
Up here.
Well, how did Zerka? I didn't watch it, but how did Zerka do with teaming up with Witsit recently?
I didn't watch it. Did anybody else out there catch that?
Yeah, he seems pretty knowledgeable, but his delivery is atrocious in the way he treats people. So it's going to turn anybody off to Flat Earth, in my opinion. Hopefully, he's a little bit better in this video.
Oh shit. Freaking DJ saying talking some smack about Zerka. Omar's coming at Dorkid.
And just a reminder, if you are in the chat, we're up to 600 people in there now. Turn your chat filter from top messages, which will filter messages, to all messages.
Mine goes to live chat.
Yeah, or live chat. Yeah, that's the other. I want to preemptively say, I mean, I don't know if they're going to dive right into flat Earth, if this is going to be the specific topic. So, I mean, clearly there's a lot of attention in the chat, so we're already stirring up some stuff there. Hopefully the producer will kick it off in that direction. So who knows if they're going to get right into that, or if they're going to focus on that topic very specifically for a long period of time. So I know I've been hyping it up, so don't want to let anybody down if it doesn't turn out to be what we expected. But maybe we'll get a few people into the Discord, one way or the other.
Where is it, CB? Are you streaming it, or are you going to jump in there?
I will have it running in our Discord, so we can.
Okay, I'll tune into that one.
Watch YouTube videos. Yeah, we can watch YouTube videos together in this Discord without leaving or pulling up a browser. You can do that within Discord, and so I'll have it up and running there. Right now, there's a bunch of people in the chat on YouTube, and this hasn't even started yet. It's like 600 plus people. So we're just stirring up some drama.
I love what Mickey said before. You've typed in, this guy does not represent the views of... It's straight to the point.
Because he's just going to be dropping some stuff that, like, it's just going to be stuff we're going to have to defend anyways.
You got to have speculation on copy and paste. So just keep on typing in the chat. Speculation.
Yeah.
Why don't the people at 24/7 know who John Zerka is?
It's kind of funny. You can identify the haters right away. And I find it also funny that, and I have examples of this too. We typically talk about the information, and they'll talk about us. You know, you don't see them defending their position with evidence or facts. They're not trying to really. They're just, oh, look at you're stupid. You have a smooth brain. I just saw someone say that.
They don't have any facts or evidence. That's the problem. They can't.
Dude, the fucking Fresh and Fit channel is the chat's going pretty fast right now.
I'm still spamming the Discord once in a while. I keep jumping out and jumping back in there just to spam the Discord for a second, and I come back. So hopefully they'll get a couple new people in here. That'll be fun.
Does anyone have a video that like demonstrates when you go up in elevation, you can see farther on a flat surface? I keep on getting these gloaters like, oh, you can't. And no, it'd be nice to have a video.
There is a simulation where there's like a side by side. I'll try to find that for you. Otherwise, what are they claiming that? Well, I'm sure they're probably trying to say on a flat Earth if you go up.
You can only see farther on a globe.
That's so stupid.
Haven't you seen those videos where they'll do a camera right on top of a kitchen table, and then you kind of lift up and you can just see further and further it clears up, and then they'll do the same thing over like an exercise ball, and then like the horizon just disappears underneath you or the edge of the ball. I've seen those videos. Is that kind of what you're referring to?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've seen those as well. I'm curious how they would debunk something like that. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Omar needs somebody to rebuttal what Omar just said. Statue of Liberty can be seen from 60 miles away. 11 viewpoints and atmospheric conditions enable long-distance visibility regardless of Earth's curvature.
I think the point this person's making is he thinks that he can see farther over the horizon the higher up you go. Because he thinks it's a physical horizon.
We're up to over 700 people in the chat.
They just changed the time. It's going to start in 24 minutes now.
Really?
Yeah.
Refresh.
Yeah, 24.
I just saw like the timer was at 12 minutes, like 3 minutes ago or something.
Mine still says 9 minutes. Maybe I'm.
Let me go back.
And now we're up to 720 viewers in the chat.
Yeah, 7:30. Yep.
That's popping.
Look at Crypto saying, "Get the likes up. We'll be live with John Zerka soon."
Somebody in the chat said, "Water hills, those are called waves." Shit.
Huh? Oh my god!
I'm gonna have to catch the replay because I gotta go do stuff. But yeah, enjoy it, guys. Talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one, man. Yeah, we'll report back. Don't worry.
No worries. Cheers for the chat too, Indio.
What was that?
Wasn't me. But yeah, actually, calling all cars. I'll send out a little ping just in case anyone wants to tune in that didn't get the heads up.
Yeah, Omar Pawadi's kind of going back and forth with me. He's talking about Einstein's theory of general relativity, supported by experiments, explains gravity as the bending of space-time by mass and energy, not depending on Earth's perfect shape.
What the hell does that even mean? What the hell's that got to do with anything? I'll just say some random words. You gotta disprove flat Earth. Where are you talking? Are you talking in their stream?
Yep.
I joined their Discord. We got more people than their Discord, man.
I know they don't have a lot of people in their Discord. When I was in there earlier, they were debating evolution and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Gross.
There's a link to their Discord if anyone else needs it.
No.
Oh my God! Someone said, "God damn, this is so stupid." Anyone wants to try to convince me flat Earth is real? Feel free to get debunked by me. In. Want to join voice over there?
Yo, you guys should go smash it up. That would be legendary. Mickey. Yeah. Sorry, Mayhem.
I'm going.
Brother. You and India should go smash it up. Oh, man.
Hold on, 5 minutes.
Yo, are we gonna host? Is Sophie hosting it? Are we gonna host it?
I gotta read my notes, man.
I'm trying to see are these wrenches over there right now?
No, I'm talking about in their Discord. In their Discord, man, dude said,
oh, you're in the Discord right now.
Yeah, he said, "God damn, this is stupid. Anyone who wants to try to convince me flat Earth is real, feel free to get debunked by me," and etc.
What are you in the general parlay? What chat are you in?
Yeah, in general parlay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there in a second, man. I don't want to get interrupted, so I gotta use the little boys' room and fucking get a drink. I also just pounded a cup of coffee.
What are you talking about?
I wish I could drag Helio to our live stream in there. But, you know, we know how it's going to go. I mean, this isn't even...
What's the server name?
Called Fresh and Fit Podcast?
Yeah, it's in the chat. It's 4 minutes past the hour. The Scarecrow, I feel you too, bro. This is chaos. It's kind of fun.
Oh, it's under heated debate. Shall we go?
Yeah, heated debate, man. Click the link, bro.
I'm going. See ya.
He said, "Prove your point or forever remain a dumbass." This is, dude. Like literally, I want to like take like how long until he spirals? Is it going to be 1 minute, 5 minutes? Is he going to make it the entire way? Is he going to just like go right off the bat, just start like freaking yelling expletives at everybody? Anyway, I'll be right back.
Yeah, let me play the clip one more time for context for anyone that's just now tuning in, wondering what the hell's going on. Fresh and Fit had a show on Monday. Someone donated $100 super chat and said this.
Okay, where are we at here? We're at Massachusetts 617. He goes, please let Dave Weiss come on the show, the premier flat Earth debater, Dirt on YouTube. I'm a huge fan of you guys. Keep up with the great work. He has a ton of great scientific
Chris would love
Don't worry,
him.
we're going to have John Zerko
Chris would love him,
on
man.
Wednesday, so he'll talk about flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
I really want to go over there just for now. Does anyone else need a link to their VC?
I don't think I've ever listened to John Zerko. Is he good? Is he good?
Yikes. Not looking too good, but hopefully we can catch some stragglers.
Entertaining?
Maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out. Helio, I can jump in the chat with the live stream channel on YouTube. I won't do it until after the stream starts. I dropped a link to the VC that Mayhem joined. Morvis is over there too. Do you want to secretly put it over there? That'd be interesting. Or if you have a second one or something. Son, your mic is open. Son, your mic is Tasmanian Devil, I can't message. Posted a link and got timer. And, 1.2 people in the chat. Show hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, I'm looking at their Discord right now. A bunch of us are in there, man. Oh my god. We got Central. We got Flatsy. And
I'm gonna try to juggle a couple things, but once the actual video goes live, I'll start the YouTube activity within Discord, so anyone in here can watch it, and I'll try to post links for anyone that needs it as well. I'm gonna go tune in real quick over there to see what's going on. Oh, am I still here? All right, I can maybe play some of this for you guys.
Oh no. Gotta do mods. You're still doing it, Corey. No, I typed the word rated and it worked. I was saying, oh no, because there's more. There's so many people coming in. And did you put our link in the fucking Flat Earth Discord? Okay.
No, I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, I think I was arguing with some idiot in fucking. You know what? Let me take that back. I don't think anybody who thinks it's a globe is an idiot. I really don't. But I was debating some guy in there. The thing is, it's like how can I put this? it's like when we've been indoctrinated as children, taught about all this stuff, and then when you start researching it, then you come to another point where you say, okay, this is a psyop. They're saying it's flat because it's a psyop, it's all bullshit. And I was at that stage as well. And then when you research it more, which I did over the past 5 years, I was like, it just, all the facts I come across, according to what they say is all bullshit. They haven't come up with one scientific fact to say it's a globe. And even then, you got people like that black scientist dude. He's actually not a scientist; he's an actor in it.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Degrassi. First of all, he says it's little things like this. Like, first of all, he says it's a round sphere. Then he says it's apple shaped. Then it's an oblate spheroid. I mean, if you're gonna lie, at least to make your lie consistent.
My only argument to all of it is from a completely logical standpoint, not looking at either of the facts. All I have to say is, if it were flat, I am a very, very strong believer that somebody would have leaked actual concrete. Oh, they did. That's what we're here for. Well, hold on. Firstly, we don't do that here. We let people finish their point. Sorry, but it's either there would be a very, very large number, close to half, if not majority of people that would believe the leak, that strong of a leak of information.
So basic.
I believe that it would either be that, or somebody would have fucking capitalized on an attraction outside of whatever borders we know of.
It's not that, Corey. If you think about it, the whole
kind of like how 90% of the people believe in. Why do 90% of the people believe in fucking lies? Explain that.
Right. I think that's a bad point that bro just made there. They don't want to hear it anyway, so why would anyone? He said capitalize, dude. You get people will throw tomatoes at you if you open your mouth about this. It's not something that you would capitalize on. It's going to lose you money and lose you followers.
It's called an appeal to popularity.
Yeah. And the first one was motive based. Oh, well, how could this possibly have been? What's the motive for keeping this in? Someone has to leak it. No, they don't, because they just believe. Where is Dork talking at? This is in the. Here, I'll repost a link. Heated debate channel in their Discord.
I mean, I agree that most of the shit, most people aren't going to be able to, there's always going to be things that show either way. Honestly,
no.
And we both know this. But, Corey, it's just it was that one thing, It was that one thing when I did my camera. I did it 10 times with my camera, brought things back into view, which I shouldn't be able to see. It's under the curve. And then the second thing that comes to view is water always finds its own level. So if you tip water into a container, it goes level. That's why we call it water level. It's not a water curve. Then people come out with, it's gravity. Gravity's never been proven. And when you put density and buoyancy and electrostatic into it, it all makes more sense that way. Then they're saying about this magic gravity that holds ships upside down on a ball spinning 1,000 miles an hour. It's wobbling. You never feel the movement though. But gravity, it's just all those logical things you're there's not one thing that can say that can prove it, really, logically. And you can do it.
And a lot of it is theory. I mean, even flat Earth is even theory. It's all theory.
See, this is. If I'm wrong, we're all wrong.
We both.
Wait a minute.
Definition of theory. It's
Is this happening right now in real time, and you're just kind of streaming into conversation here? Oh snap! I thought you were playing a clip. I thought you're being like a news reporter.
Let me ask you, see, that's live inside their Discord. This is a pre-show kind of thing.
This is playing on my phone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we obviously can't, play their live stream on our channel or on the live, YouTube. But you could probably play it live in another room.
I can play it right in this. It shouldn't play on your feed. Why don't I load it up and see what happens?
Well, you can play it in another voice room, though.
Discord activities. Well, it won't be any audio. It'll just be the visual and the super chats that get displayed on stream and stuff like that. So,
I think you should be able to, if we can just do it like live stream 2 where it's not going out on YouTube.
No, I'm saying
Oh, go ahead.
We should be able to do it here, and I don't think it'll display on YouTube. If you don't join, you have to actually join.
I think even with the audio,
let me show you. It won't do any audio. Let me show you. Not a lot of people have done this in our Discord before. But if you look at are you on your computer? Right next to your
your
mic and your deafen button, there should be a start an activity button. So in there's Watch Together YouTube. So I'm going to load it in there, and then it won't display on your YouTube unless you choose to join this. And so anyone that wants to tune in and not have a browser open or something, I have it displayed here, but it'll just be
It'll just be whoever clicks on it. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Not a lot of people use this feature.
Where is it?
What's up, Lo-Fi?
Start an activity.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
All right, I'm good. Good.
The heliocentric model has a way of making people easily deceived. But sometimes, I guess, like, if they're open to questioning it, then they're not fully deceived. But the ones that are just blindly following it and not questioning it, not wanting to prove it or verify it, that's where it's a problem.
Well, we're about to find out how people react now. There's a couple of people live.
I was just gonna say,
here's Miggy in the channel.
Like all the way, like infinitely. It has an extinction.
Yeah.
It only goes so far. So, like, go ahead. No, sorry. I'll let you pause. I meant so the sunlight and that would be able to penetrate through air a lot farther than it would in water. But so it can only go so far. And even if the Earth is what we're saying that is flat and stationary, then it could only cover a certain amount of land in a portion of a time, just like Dorkhead was saying. So when it's over a certain region, it can only shine on a certain part of the Earth, and then the rest of it, it doesn't. I guess the misconception is that people think the light travels forever, and so the distinction here is that it doesn't travel forever. It has an extinction limit, where when you see it approaching, in the morning time where twilight happens, then you can only start to see the beginning part of the light.
As soon as my cookies are done, jumping in there.
Oh, well,
I got 1 minute, 2 minutes.
The water. Discussing water is always the best way because it's a model that you can replicate anywhere and no matter what scale.
Sorry to interrupt. Are you addressing someone in particular or something in specific?
Oh no, I'm just kind of chiming in off of what the other person was saying about water, because it is a telltale sign of exactly what you're looking at and what you're experiencing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, no matter what container you have water in, whether it's a cup or a tub or a glass or whatever it is.
What he's talking about, he's using the analogy of, you know how even if the sun's at noon at the bottom of the ocean doesn't get lit up, right? It's after 400 meters, it's completely dark.
Mm-hmm.
Because the water absorbs the light, right?
Right.
Well, in distance, looking through hundreds of miles of atmosphere too.
That's what the guy's asking. What causes day and night, and why isn't the whole surface of the Earth lit up? And he's explaining to him, the light can't go through that volume of air the same way it can't go through a volume of water. Now the water's thicker, obviously, and it only goes 400 meters. We're talking about thousands of miles of air, not 400 meters. Everybody knows this. Everybody's been in during a thunderstorm when it's been. I was at Woodstock in 1994. It was completely freaking dark out when a thunderstorm came in. I mean, completely dark, like it was nighttime.
Yeah.
It was 3 p.m. in the summer.
Right.
So the idea that light can just go forever, man, that's just not true.
What was that? Is that the one where there's a limit?
There's a limit.
Woodstock?
No, the one before that.
Oh, that was crazy.
I went to the mud one.
Oh yeah.
You're right. There's
that thunderstorm I was talking about is what caused the mud. Dude, the sky turned black and it just opened up and just dumped massive amounts of water in 30 minutes. And then because everybody's walking around, freaking 500,000 people, everything, all the grass got turned into mud and it stunk like feet. It was gross.
Yeah, that kind of happened at Rocklahoma. There wasn't 500,000, but there was a couple 100,000, and it was kind of like that in Oklahoma.
The mud was the consistency of peanut butter, so if you got it on you, forget it. It wasn't coming off, man.
Yeah, at this place, it was all up to my knees and like just walking around and just like.
Bro.
Oh yeah, forget it. Your shoes are gone, like people's
Crazy.
shoes. Like you had to tie those fuckers on tight,
Yeah.
or they were gone.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, hot micing. Sorry guys, I was hot micing for a second.
Where, CB, where's the where you're doing the sharing the live? I'm probably going to just watch it on YouTube anyway and get involved in the chat. But
probably the best. If you click next to my name, there should be a rocket. You click on the rocket.
oh, okay, I see it now. Okay, cool.
Planet, i.e., wandering light in the sky. Part of that observation tells you that you're standing on one of those.
Logic? Or, sorry, probability? I'll refer.
Is that heretic?
Yeah.
The probability that every other thing floating around in
This guy's
space is
dumb.
round and we're standing on a flat disk.
Tell them how dumb it is.
You've already got this begging the question going on, though, right? Where you're assuming that the Earth is this celestial body embedded in this broader space with all these other things.
ACB, it won't give me permission.
You've actually verified
Let's see. To join the server or what?
Just to listen in to what your...
Oh, it won't permission
watch
to the stream.
together
Let me fix that. Let me see if I can fix that. You want to allow everyone. Do you want to try now?
Yeah, it just says this channel has special permissions to use activities in it. You'll need someone like a server moderator or admin to change your permissions.
Interesting.
That's all right. I'll just listen to it if you've got it on in the background. So
I'm not having an option either. When I click on that rocket, it doesn't give me an option.
Let me turn on. Let me stop the activity, and why don't one of you guys somebody else try to start it up, and I'll try to join.
Like I said, I'm probably just going to listen.
I got no idea how to do that.
Are you on your computer? Are you on your computer?
Nah, I'm on my phone. I'm out.
Oh, I see.
That rocket button.
Yeah, the rocket button. I don't have permissions either.
You don't have permission? You're a moderator, though.
I know it's right next to the soundboard at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It says you don't have permissions.
That's crazy. That's weird.
What the fuck's up with that? Indio, fix it.
Our intergalactic neighbors, not extraterrestrials.
They're over there talking about freaking.
Why are they talking about extraterrestrials?
You heard that?
Yeah.
That there's more pressure on you flat earthers.
Maybe I'll go and watch it. Is it on YouTube?
This conversation is in a VC, so.
Oh.
Yeah, he's playing it through his microphone on it from his phone in another Discord server. This is like the pre-show to the show that's coming up.
Oh, it's the pre-show.
Well, I mean, it's just them talking to people on that channel's server to the YouTube video that we're about to watch.
The motherfucking heretic in the house.
There's freaking 2,200 people on YouTube right now in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna join on the live stream channel in the YouTube chat after it starts.
I couldn't think of anyone more calm and level-headed to actually jump in there than heretic. You know what I mean? Like sometimes things are like designed for certain people. You know.
Absolutely, yes.
Is this supposed to be like are they interviewing someone about Flat Earth? Are they going to have Dave on there?
Let me play the clip one more time. Here's the context for anyone else.
Well, I heard that. I mean, they invited David Weiss. I just didn't know if that's what the deal is.
Massachusetts 617. He goes, please let Dave Weiss come on the show, the premier flat Earth debater, Dirt on YouTube. I'm a huge fan of you guys. Keep up the great work. He has a ton of great scientific
Chris would love
Don't worry,
him.
we're going to have John Zerko on
man.
Wednesday, so he'll talk about Flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
So this was on Monday. and so they were talking about this show that's coming up in just a few moments here. So someone
But I
donated
didn't
a
see
super
any-
chat.
I didn't see anything in the title about Flat Earth, though.
Oh, it's live.
Hey, can you send me a link to the Discord, CB?
Yes. The YouTube just started. So,
Oh, the YouTube? I'll send that. I'll jump on YouTube.
All right, YouTube's in the chat, and then let me grab the link to the Discord. This is their VC that they're in. This is this is wild.
Oh, that just switched to subscriber only mode.
Subscriber, that's not too bad. You can still subscribe.
Well, I'll just subscribe then. How about that?
I'm gonna keep an eye on the account. And this is hard to juggle all the VC too.
It's called the Globe, and all the Globers.
Are you guys in the YouTube chat, or are you guys typing in the YouTube chat or on the Discord?
I mean, we were in the chat when there was like 500, 600, 700, 800, but now that it's up to like 2,000, it's gonna go crazy now. So we'll probably move to the Discord, maybe. I don't know.
On there right now as we speak, because to be honest with y'all, this. Sorry about that.
Let me. Yeah, I'm on subscribers only mode, so I'm subscribe.
But again, nobody answered my question, so it.
Wait,
Hey, I have an idea.
Oh yeah.
Creation Bear.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I think I was hot micing there. Yeah.
No, if you want to stream it through here, you could actually loop it through using a virtual audio cable. And then you make it so that the speakers on that particular program, whatever it is, basically the audio output is your microphone. And then you set it so that it's voice activity and everything they say will be played through here as though it's coming through you, but you'll be pretty much
Yeah, but
bouncing
don't
it
do
through.
it.
I
No,
could
don't
do
do
it.
Don't do it on here.
Okay. Well, I was just saying, I can't do it because I'm like laggy. I'm on Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
so
but
very bad connection.
But what I'm saying is don't mirror their audio here. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Is that fair use? Are we not allowed to use their audio if we react to it?
Oh no, you're listening to the stream. I thought you were in there on another account or something. Because that's different. That's your audio at that point. But if that's their stream, that's something else.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we can play the whole thing. We can play clips later and give some comment on it. But that subscriber only mode, you have
like
to
if
be
one of us was in there streaming it, that'd be different.
You can't chat there now unless you've been. Listen, you can't chat there in their chat now unless you've been subscribed for 12 hours or more.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see that.
But, no, that's what I was saying. I get it. They got a little different thing going on here. Okay, I get it. And you're trying to avoid
Yeah, I mean, if we just mirror their audio and listen to it and give commentary over it, that's not fair use in that way, because we can't just play their whole fucking podcast on here while they're doing it live. That's just YouTube.
Oh no, that's not what I was. I was talking about us like doing commentary, like you just said. That would be awesome. Like,
we can do it later. We can
have it play in the background.
Well, we can just take clips
somebody
of
would
it
get the
and
best
give
of clips
commentary
anyway.
on it. Yeah. And now,
How many of the bros are over there
type in the chat? None of us can type in the chat because we just subscribe.
I know I heard Heretic say something. I don't know who else
that was on their Discord server.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that's.
I like stuff like this because it's not a brigade or raid. It's like kind of a going and visiting somebody else, going and visiting another house. That's okay as long as everybody behaves themselves.
Well, sure enough.
Hey, you just
That's cool though to see what's going on.
Just crash the door in and raise hell. That's what you do, and they love you.
No, that's a brigade. Knock knock. No.
How welcome raids, man. I mean, just get 20, 30 people in here, man. We'll just do one by one and send them to different rooms. We can go through whatever.
Not everybody is as hospitable as us. Of course, we want people to come in and ask those questions.
I know.
But If we do it to them, they get butthurt and pissed off. Oh no, where did all these flat earthers come from?
And then they'll freaking report us to Discord and be like, "Oh,
yeah,
we're in our fucking server."
It's silly.
I like doing raids.
Anyway, I hope all is well with everybody.
Yeah. Next time you decide to do a raid, don't forget to invite me.
Oh, but we don't do raids. We're not allowed to say that.
Well,
we don't do it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But if we
It's
share-
raiding in the nefarious is illegal on Discord.
Well, hey, it
but
wasn't
in like
before,
say
there
the
was-
server invites us, right, bro?
Then friendly
like say like some other server, they're like, all right, bring all over your flat earthers. Like, yeah, okay.
Well, if they have their link, a public link on their freaking YouTube channel, I mean, come on, man, you're opening yourself up. Dude, there was a point. You remember when we first started, man? We got 15,000 people join us in like 3
Helia,
weeks.
there are Globers that'll invite flat earthers in too. So if they're inviting us, that's not a raid or a brigade. They invited us, so let's party up and then go hang out at the party.
Well,
we got invited.
You know, the best time to do it would probably be after they get done with their show, and then we can go.
What, the after party?
Yeah, we can go into their Discord, and if people are there, then we can talk to them. You know, they're not going to let us on their Discord. You know, but I mean on their YouTube live stream, but they might. You know,
of course.
But they've already just like CB was showing, there are people who are already talking to people in their Discord. So cool.
It just don't sound fair, Helio. You say they don't invite us, but we invite them to our server, to this server, and so what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Is that what you're saying?
I don't even know these fucking guys. I just found out about them a few days ago. You know, so I don't even know.
Look, all I know is these days men can like just say a word and then walk into women's bathrooms and nobody bats an eye. So you're literally invited anywhere. Go wherever you want to and have fun.
They put
Just
their
enjoy.
fucking
You can go
Discord
wherever you
link
want.
in the description of their videos.
Yeah, the link's
You're
there. Just
invited
walk to the door.
Discord.
Go ahead.
You see what CB just posted? Flat Earth dude gave him $20, and then
No, that's what he gave the 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. Like that's here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Donating to the channel like a boss.
He donated to them, inviting people to the channel.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's okay. Like a boss. Dude uses money to make moves.
Yeah.
Like a boss. Hey, Jedi. Greetings, Master Jedi Chris. How are you doing today?
Yeah, really well.
Honestly, guys,
you good?
Dude,
I just saw that
these
you were,
boys
I
are
saw that you were
cooking
talking, so I
up
figured I'd say
heavy.
Trying to figure out what's going to happen.
We should honestly listen into this conversation over there because it is freaking fire. They're getting right.
Did it already get started? I mean, I figured when they start.
No, I'm talking about over in the Discord. Indio and Miggy, those guys are going.
Really? Well, what about
going
the
in
live
there.
stream? Are
The
they
paint-
talking about?
Oh, is
anything
this-
yet?
They haven't got into
the
anything. They haven't got into it yet.
Oh, okay.
But like the whole squad's over there.
Wolfgang's over there too.
Basically.
I'm off.
like the core of the squad's like rolling deep.
Damn.
You heading out, man? It sounded like you said you're off or something.
Yeah, he might be running over there.
Who, me?
Just trying to figure out.
No, I thought that Chris was heading out. I was just trying because we keep accidentally talking over him. I'm trying to let him.
I don't want to listen to the YouTube until they get rolling, but it's already started. Just like CB was playing some audio from it earlier. It was started before. So the people in their Discord not even listening to the live stream. They're just talking to flat earthers.
It's actually a pretty good conversation over there.
Yeah, it sounded like it was. All right, I might jump over there and listen for a little bit. I ain't gonna get involved. But I'll listen if they get
Does
it flat
anybody
Earth
have
on the live stream. Then I'll
to
jump
that?
in there.
You're not going to get involved, Helio?
I got a question.
No, I won't because everybody is already
Unrelated.
doing their own thing.
Not.
It's pretty hard for you to hold your tongue.
Non sequitur to this conversation.
Sometimes, God rocking, you're right.
Yeah. Which is all good. I'm just saying.
No.
You say you're not going to get involved in the conversation. It only takes a couple of trigger words, and well, there's Helio.
No, but yeah, if it's already freaking everybody over there, I'm just gonna.
It's like 6 o'clock. Helio already drunk. You making it.
Oh, jeez.
Damn, it is about. I mean, it's 6:30, but yeah. What's up, Ethan Gris?
All right, somebody needs to make that an entire song. No, I was just saying this is unrelated to the conversation, but still related to Flat Earth. I guess it is in the TikTok generation. But if
it's my song.
Anybody has that clip, I know it's yours. That's why I was asking for like the full mix, like 3 minutes or something. I was joking, but I'm trying to find a clip, and it has a boat, and it's going down a stream, and it's just flat, and it keeps going and going and going and going. It's like a time lapse, and I know that y'all got it. I'm looking for a high resolution version of it.
Are you talking about the one that I made of the Suez Canal?
I think it is. It's just straight. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And I want the.
I saw your post, your text earlier. Yeah, I have it. I don't know if it's HD. You asked for the HD, but it's a GIF that I made. It's Suez Canal, which is 100 miles long.
I'm working on a thing using a thing from that thing. You sung the thing for it, and Wolfgang wrote the thing for it, and I'm making a video for it, but I need more clips.
Well,
that one's a good one.
Well, do you want the one without the text? I think I have.
Yeah, I'm looking for more of a pure high resolution copy because I'm also saving them as assets for the future. So if I have any other projects, I've already got the clips.
Let me see if I have the. I'll send you both, and then we'll.
I should probably drop these in the. Once I'm done with the project, I'll drop all the clips in the collab lab. So if anybody needs them, they can use them for that too. Because I'm almost done with it.
You're gonna use it. You probably should use the text. It just says Suez Canal time lapse footage.
Well, it's
that's all. On the text, it just pops in.
The reason why I'm trying to avoid using any extra text is because I'm trying to get the source material. If you know what I mean. Like I'm trying to find the original content and get it at the highest resolution I can.
It's been so long since I made that one. I can't.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I can't even remember where I got it from.
I do, and then and a lot of the original videos are gone. So we have a clip of a clip, and it's like, how do we find the original when YouTube deleted it? It gets difficult.
I'm not sure if I even got that one from YouTube. Hold on.
I know one of our brothers and sisters out there across the flat Earth has that clip. I know they do.
Try this one. See if that's.
I can use the one that has the text that you're talking about, but my reasoning is I'm trying to find the highest resolution versions of everything. I got the Black Swan and a bunch of others.
This might be the one before I added the text. Hold on.
Yeah. It's a music video for the. Have you ever seen The Curve?
Try this one. See if it's. Well, I can play it right now. Let's see. Tell you. Yeah, I think this is the video that I captured it from. Yeah, this is the one. I mean, just delete the audio.
I want to dance by water beneath the Mexican sky.
Was that the one you're looking for?
Yeah, that's it, and it's in high resolution too. That's it.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
I told you I had it somewhere because I made a GIF for it off of it. It's on my videos. I just searched Suez and in my videos folder. And
so I'm getting close to finishing that one thing, which we'll do. I know we're going to do another one, but so it's kind of more like a work in progress or a.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working on that shit, but me and Sonny were talking about that the other night too. So.
Hey, dude, it'd be so awesome to collab this. It's at the high level that everybody's been talking about. Like, I know that you've talked to Wolfgang. Yeah, dude. But once I show you the visuals that I've compiled together, then I think that might give you some inspiration to do something if you were to do another take.
You're talking about the track that Sonny sent me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Well, no, the where it's like, I want to know, have you ever seen the...
Oh, no. Well, that's already... yeah, I did that. Well,
so Wolfgang sent that audio to me that you recorded, and I've been making a music video of it, but I've been sick most of the week, so it's been slowing me down, and I'm getting back to work, and I'm almost done with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was working on...
That's why I was asking for clips.
I was working with Sonny on another one.
Yeah, just went over to that.
Awesome.
They're all... Everyone in that chat, there's a group chat in there on that Discord. Everyone in there's from 24/7. They're all over there. It's kind of a low-level chat. This guy's going, "Oh, well, why don't you give us some measurements?" You know, and they're going, "We got laser tests." So you go, "Well, we'll show them." You know, it's just that silly kind of talk.
Can you download one, Ethergrid?
Oh, God. Yeah, I think it's download now. Let me check.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure you get it. Yeah, that's the one I made that GIF off of. I had to pick a portion of the video because you can only do I made it on Giphy and it's only 30 seconds. So I had to pick 30 seconds out of 2 minutes, over 2 minute video. But that's an awesome video. Everybody should watch that.
Yeah.
See how freaking curved the Earth is in that video.
Toby Dog.
Oh, dude, I can compress it. What was that, man?
No, it's just saying Toby Dog. I just sent you a message. I hadn't seen you for about a month. And now you're in here.
How you see him when you're hanging upside down from the same area?
Yeah, true. On different timelines.
He Aussie too.
Oh, right. I forgot. My bad. Refraction.
Refracted chin.
Refracted Australians.
Laser test, refraction, debunked. That's like so sick of that refraction word.
The average person who uses that word when they come here trying to argue against what we say in here, they have no idea what it means to begin with.
I know.
They're just in a buzzword.
All it is they think it's a one-all, fix-all. Oh, that's refraction.
It's like when they invoke the almighty gravity, and it's like, okay, which one, Newtonian or Einstein?
Right.
They have no idea what they're talking about when they say gravity.
Both of those. Gravity and refraction are the most annoying things because neither one of them are true. I mean, it's just a buzzword that they think somehow fixes it.
Sorry, I was looking at that video. It doesn't look like HD, but that's the same video I downloaded. Find a better, because when you zoom in on it, still doesn't look like HD, but it gets the point across.
Oh, is it pixeled out a little bit?
A little bit, but
if you can find the higher quality, I'll save that one because I'm putting them on a hard drive for later use too. Because we'll definitely be making more content. May as well save it. My wife keeps on. My wife keeps on suggesting different clips to try and put in there, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
You know how to download YouTube videos, right?
Yeah, dude. I can not only download, but I can also just cut clips without having to download the video using the screen
I figured
recorder.
that.
I can just catch it and save it quick.
I just wanted to make sure.
If anybody wants to know how to do that, I can tell them.
You know how to find...
Because to me, it's not proprietary knowledge. I want you bros to know how to cut clips and screenshots and all that stuff, so we can all do it, because it's useful.
Look at this one and see if it looks better. You might be able to... It pretty much looks the same. I mean, it's 4K with hold on, let me check the quality settings. It says 720. Okay. This one has an option for 1080. We can go 1080. Yeah, it does look a little better. And it also has an option for... I'll just send you the link to this one. It has up to 2160 4K. I don't know if you can actually make a video with that.
And the one that you sent me already...
Well,
is it clearer?
I want just like with
just two different vids.
see.
I'll check it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link to the video, and then you can check it for yourself. Yeah, this one goes up to 4K.
Yeah, because the one that you sent me already before might be good enough. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's pretty high quality already.
I'm gonna send you a link.
And then, like right now, to me, this is a draft. I'm getting all the pieces of video together. It's a kind of proof of concept, and then we get the audio. I can realign the video clips if we need to. You know, I actually base it off the original CCR video for Have You Ever Seen the Rain? So certain audio effects line up with the original audio effects, and certain things that happen line up with stuff that's happening in the music video. Like there's a red truck in the music video. I put the red car in space at about the same time, obviously.
That's what's up. Yeah, this one's just I mean, it had options to go to high quality.
I'll just use a downloader and get the full quality 4K version of this one. Yeah, that's a different, but yeah, that one's a good one too.
Yeah. Anyway,
there's no need to use all the clips. We can save other clips for other videos. We don't have to shove all of them in one video. That's the way I see it. I'm just collecting all the data for later use. And anything else that anybody gets, send it to me. I'll copy it and save it. You might see it later.
Excellent. All right. Expect a check.
And if I don't respond, I'm probably going through technical difficulties or real life stuff. So just give me time.
Expect the check in the mail from CB.
Unfortunately, the money that they use to make the world go round, they don't accept flat Earth currency there, and they reject it because they don't like it.
Hey guys, real quick, let's say hello to C Herring. I saw you said hello in the lobby. Just want to give you a quick chance to open your mic and say what's up. We can give you some roles to give you the ability to speak here moving forward.
And make sure you give them some butter for those rolls.
Let us know how you found us. C Herring. But yeah, we are listening in. Some of us are listening in over on the Fresh and Fit Discord. Hey, the boys are cooking over there. I forgot I had a headphone in, listening in. You guys are missing out. They've got 41 in the VC. Old dudes over there. Timbo, Tasmanian Devil, Sunny Systems. So you guys might want to check it out. Let me drop another link to the panel.
I tried joining, but it said my account's suspicious.
Interesting. Well, there's a link there for anyone else that wants to get in. I would just, I don't know, if you guys want to listen in, I still got it open. Jedi's doing his thing. It seems like there's more activity going on there than in the actual YouTube at the moment.
You don't have to go into the heliocentric model and the formation of stars to figure out what the floor is.
Let's crowdfund a rocket. Like I said, that's going to be my argument. Let's crowdfund a rocket between flat earthers and globers. Let's all get together.
My friend, that's not going to solve the issue though, because in the idea that the Earth is flat and stationary, there is no space to go to. Look down.
That's what's weird to me. All right, so hold on. So in the event that there is no space to go to, so what's stopping us from going up?
What Mayhem is saying is space.
Hold on. What's stopping us from going up?
It doesn't exist.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean it doesn't exist?
What's stopping us from going up? Like, bro, these guys think they can just freely roam the whole world.
We're told that we... What?
Let me give him an answer. He's looking for the specific answer. Let me give him that. The specific answer is the most accurate thing that has been done, which is a rocket that has been shot with a camera attached to it, and the rocket went so high up that with the camera showing with the audio, and the rocket hit something which stopped it dead in its track, and then it started falling down. And that represents the most... NASA represents the closest things to it being a firmament. That's why there is a talk of the firmament, as in it's like, you remember the movie
Somebody named Dev
with
Lee in Germany.
with Jim Carrey? What's his name? Truman Show. Truman Show, yeah, the Truman Show. And it's like a globe. It's like a whole firmament at the top, and this is basically closed off.
Okay, so by that logic, hold on. Hold on. So by that logic, so there's something allegedly covering Earth. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, we're saying that we have to
okay. Well, hold on. So with that has to mean there's an edge for it to contain to.
This guy talking right now is a super goofball.
So therefore, there is an edge of the flat Earth.
Well, let me ask you this, Corey. Where's the edge of space? And if I got here, what would it be there?
Well, the running theory is that space is infinite.
No, it isn't.
No, that's not true.
Hang on. Let's not divert.
It's 91 billion. Oh, yeah, dude, we need to go through this. Sorry. 91 billion light years across. That's what they claim.
Well, it's infinitely expanding is also what they claim. So
what's it expanding into? Because that would be the edge. Wherever that boundary. Oh, the fuck you know? But we don't know either, dude.
No, but that's
I know you're trying to tell you. You're the line of reasoning is an infinite regression fallacy. Because no matter what we say, no matter what you say, we can say to you, "Where's your edge?" You can say to us, "Where's our edge?" They say, "Our edge is there," and you can say, "My edge is there," and I'll go,
playing?
"What's beyond that?" And you'll say, "What's beyond yours?" And it's an infinite regression. It goes on forever, right?
I can end this infinite regression right now. What it goes off into. Okay. Let me get back to the main point before we go into space.
Well, I was responding to you. Hold on.
No, you weren't here earlier. He's brought up this edge thing like 50 times. I just want to.
This is the second time I brought it up, so let's not just start, being disingenuous. The second time I brought it up, and the point being is multiple people in here that are flat earthers claimed that there is no edge, but to be contained, there has to be an edge for that containment. A container is sealable. That means that there are edges all around. You cannot have an infinite container.
Well, I'm going to explain.
That's true.
I'm going to explain the logic behind it.
Let me reply to these two. Hang on. Let me reply to these 2 points. The people who are claiming there is definitely no edge for flat Earth, they would be wrong. There is no actual concise evidence whether there is an edge or there is no edge. One thing, however, is factual, is that the ice ring around the flat Earth is protected by all governments, and if you try to go there, and people have tried to go there before it was limited, and they have spoken about land beyond that ring, that's one thing, and then when they've forbidden it, nobody is now allowed to go there on a private ship.
If it's forbidden and you can't go there, then how do you know what's there, though?
So, you can't go there. Hang on.
Listen, you're not really helping us.
Yo. Let him finish.
What we think.
Yeah, but he's not really doing a good job of it.
That you interject. Hold on, Dev. That doesn't mean you can interject. You refute it afterwards. And if we're gonna have a discussion here, we need to stop fucking interjecting one mic at a time. That's how it works here.
You'll probably.
I don't think that really need to say speculation.
And then you did it anyway.
Let me finish my point. Anyway, so since there's no actual 100% verification of what's beyond those ice rings, we cannot.
I want to say really quickly, this guy talking that's not in our crew is very interesting. This Germany guy, that's him talking right now.
It's also not 100% proof. It's just the closest we can have to say, okay, there is something protecting and preventing us from going to quote unquote space, whatever that space is.
Oh dear.
There's no confirmation of the firmament. There's no confirmation of the ice ring either. Please. That's not what we think.
So it's interesting. So do apologise.
There's definitely.
Have you been to the ice ring? Have you observed Antarctica for yourself? Have you been there? No, of course you haven't. So this is an anecdotal story that you just believe. It's interesting because flat earthers make those types of claims, but I understand why he says it because it's an interesting point. What Antarctica is. People think Antarctica is the continent of a ball in a flat earth idea. Some people say it's a ring of ice containing the waters of the earth, but not the limitation of the earth itself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But our friend also, they've brought up the firmament in the sky. Now, He's saying that this is a barrier that stops us getting to the vacuum of space. The flat earthers that I speak to, for example, would say that the vacuum of space that we're told, where Jupiter is a giant ball of gas, can't exist because it breaks fundamental laws of nature. For example, second law of dynamics and entropy, right? We're breathing high pressure gas and out there's a vacuum. We understand that high pressure disperses into lower pressure environments unless it's physically stopped from doing so. You know what a football is, right? Or like a tyre? When you put gas into that volume that's contained by the plastic or the rubber of the tyre or the football, you understand that the gas can't get out because it's physically contained, and the consequence of containing it is it's now under pressure. The force of the gas exerted on the walls of its container. Now it's interesting because me, you and everybody else are actually breathing gas pressure at the moment, and the only way that you can demonstrate this is if the gas is in a limited volume and it has got something physical to press upon. They tell us that up there in the sky is a vacuum, so not anything physical to press upon. So without the necessary antecedent for the gas pressure you and me and everybody else are breathing. And of course we understand that if there's no physical barrier keeping the gas here, the gas is going to disperse into the lower pressure environment, which kind of means that the system that they're invoking can't exist according to the laws of nature. Does everybody understand that point?
Yes, no, but no, that wasn't the point, though. Again, my only point on that subject was there were multiple people in here. There's too many of you new names. I don't remember exactly who, but there was at least 3 people that stated the Earth has no edge. But if something were to be contained, that would imply that there has to be an edge. There has to be a container. It's like a Tupperware tub.
Well, I was going to explain that exactly a meaningless question.
Hold on. It's like a Tupperware tub. If you have the bowl to contain what's in it, you have to put the lid on. Meaning there has to be some sort of lid, dome, cover, a cube-shaped dome, a round dome, whatever type of dome you want to say. There has to be something covering and sealing the Earth.
And we'd agree with you. There has to be a limitation to our environment because we're breathing gas pressure. We would agree with you.
Yeah, well, that was my point. I was like the people that were saying that there is no edge. Well, there has to be an edge.
Yeah, so it's because you said edge. Because some people say, for example, when they come into this debate, that the Earth is a disk in space and you will get to the limitation of the Earth, the edge, and fall off of it. Maybe you should use the word limitation to our environment or container for the system because we breathe gas pressure. But on from that story, we're not going to be able to tell you what it is or exactly where it is. Just point in a direction and it's probably over there because no flat earth has gone up to it and touched the limitation of our environment. We couldn't tell
why
you
did they actually be able to point in any direction and it's over there?
That's exactly what I said. Point in any direction. There's the limitation of your environment that way.
I didn't hear the any. I heard a first. But
yeah, that way. Point in any direction and the limitation to the environment is that way.
What's the text chat for this channel, guys?
It's in the if you're on phone, just swipe left while you're looking at the voice chat, or if you're on mobile, or if you're on computer, you hover over where you join, and then there's like the little text thing. We use the voice chat text channels.
Do you know the name of it, by the way?
Heated debate.
Heated debate.
No, it's yeah. I just explained for you how to get to it.
So attached to the VC, Peggy. They don't have it like we have it.
I'll reiterate it. So every voice chat has its own text chat. We use those. If you're on PC, if you hover over the words heated debate on the voice channel, it'll have a little text square. You click that and it'll open the chat. If you're on mobile, you look at all the little avatars, squares with circles in them, and then just swipe left, and you're there.
Yeah, cool beats.
Thanks for that, mate. Really appreciate it. So I enjoyed the chat about the limitation of our environment. Do you understand how that kind of invalidates all of the stories that we're told about the vacuum of space from like authorities like NASA and so on? Because the place can't exist.
I wouldn't even necessarily disagree with that logic, but my only point is, how do I word this? So, Dev said that there was an account of somebody firing a rocket with a camera on it, and then it boinked into something, and it fell back down.
Yeah.
Meaning that either the barrier isn't as tall, it's not too tall for people to reach.
I've actually...
Well, that's okay.
Sorry, I just really want to point out so you're aware of this. I've seen the video.
Just because you're an OG, like the rules apply to everybody. So
it's disingenuous. The video's disingenuous.
Bro, just again.
Just interrupt him and just.
Yeah.
That video doesn't show what he's claiming it shows. They use something called a yo-yo that just shoots out the side of the rocket and stops it. People have interpreted it as it's hitting a barrier. It's not hitting a barrier. It has it's called a yo-yo, basically. Two little shoot out the side of the rocket, just like an ice skater, right? When it's spinning with their arms closed, and then when they extend their arms, they come to a stop and slow down and come to a stop. So the rocket's spinning as it's launched, and to stop the rocket, they shoot out these yo-yos out the sides of the rocket, and it stops the rocket from spinning, but it makes the rocket seem like it stops. It also makes like a dunking sound. It goes dunk, and the rocket stops.
Okay,
nobody uses that as evidence of a firmament anymore. That's why, I haven't heard that in 3 years, 4 years.
Okay, well,
it doesn't matter the amount of years. It's just a theory. It's just what the closest we have. If you can launch
I'm just saying that the global explanation why that happened is you can see the yo-yos come out the side of the rocket. That's all I'm saying.
Again, as I was saying, so unless it is a cube-shaped dome, I'm assuming that it would be a cube-shaped dome, but you know what I mean, a cube-shaped container. It would either be cube or it'd be round. I guess it could also be a pyramid.
Yeah, there you go. Any container shape, it might not even be a shape like a cube.
Why would you assume shape?
Exactly. You don't see. This is the thing. When we're talking about the sky, we're very limited in our knowledge. Right? We couldn't necessarily tell you how far away the limitation to our environment is, because we're restricted by our ability to jump, climb mountains, and to build technology to go far up into the sky. So we're going to be very limited in the things that we can tell you, like the shape of the container.
That wasn't the point I was getting at.
You were talking about the shape of the container.
Well, yes, I was trying to get to a point, but I got interrupted again.
Okay, go on, carry on, mate.
So I'm saying, whatever the shape may be, or whatever somebody else interjected and said, it doesn't have to have a shape. Well, yes, it doesn't have to have a shape as we know a shape, but there has to be a barrier, period.
Yes, he doesn't realize he's
nobody that has ever been in the sky hasn't hit this barrier. That means it has to connect to the Earth somewhere, meaning that there is a downfall, whether it be diagonal, whether it be straight down, whether it be round. There has to be a downfall of said barrier to touch the Earth.
Yes, and there are anecdotal stories about that. But because they're anecdotal, we're not really going to give them as evidence for the Earth being flat. There are stories out there, though. There are stories about people that have gone to Antarctica and have gone out and visited what they call, quote-unquote, the wall. Right? And apparently it's supposed to be made of blue ice. But I haven't been there, and it will be an anecdotal story. And, mate, you can rip it apart if you want to, because it sounds ridiculous, right? So, honestly, I wouldn't, hang my hat on it. But there are anecdotal stories out there. There are other phenomena in the sky that seem to point to a limitation to our environment. These would be electromagnetic phenomena known as sprites and elves. It's akin to throwing, say, a bag of flour up against the ceiling and watching it pan out but not penetrate through. So this is an electromagnetic phenomenon that goes upwards and pans out when it reaches a altitude in the sky. But is that proof? No, because I haven't been there and touched it for myself. It's just an anecdotal hearsay story. You get it?
Well, other than the laser tests, it's all anecdotal.
No. So we're talking about reaching the limitation to our environment. If you want to talk about the level surface of the Earth, that's observed, measured, and practically used every day. You remember we spoke about laser tests? Yeah, flat earthers have done them up to 25 miles, 40 kilometres if you go by that. The militaries of the world use laser targeting devices to aim from sea-based vessels to ground-based targets over a distance of 100 miles. Now, that requires a direct line of sight. Also, what requires a direct line of sight is the radar technology that they use and the infrared camera that they use to gain sight of the target. So there's lots of technology that militaries of the world require the surface of the Earth to be level, because if it was a curved surface, it would get in the way. Now, I don't know if you remember earlier, I brought up celestial navigation. That also requires the surface of the Earth to be level, because we're getting elevation angles to stars. For example, there's Polaris and it's 45 degrees upwards from the horizon. Because I've measured an angle, that requires the surface of the Earth to be flat. Because we all understand that we can't measure angles if any line is curved. That's ridiculous to say so, right? So the evidence is observation, direct measurement, we can do this in many ways, and the practical use of the surface of the Earth.
Boom, phone drop.
Here. Anybody? I'll try to switch mics here. Give me a second.
Because this challenge that I would put out to all the people who think the Earth is a globe. You're going to find out it's more of a hassle and a struggle to figure this out. So it's not as easy as people think. Well, yeah, it's somewhere, it's posted somewhere. I know I've seen the research. When we start to look for this information, we cannot have anybody that proposes the information of the method of how they've done it. So that's what I'm saying. If anybody thinks the Earth is a globe right now, see if you can find any information on how they've directly measured this curvature that they're talking about, that supposedly we're on a geometric shape. So that's what I implore everybody here who's listening to me actually do. Before you say, the Earth's a globe, come on, dude. Science, right? Because that's the thing.
Everyone knows it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody's taking this information for granted and be like, dude, we learned that back in 3rd grade. Come on. What do you mean it's not a ball? Like, so when you do that, you're going to realize that there is no information. And this is what we're trying to do. We're challenging people to actually look into the information and give us the demonstration of how it's been done so we can look at it, because there is no information out there that supports it.
Don't know if anyone's done it or how they did it. So you just believe that the Earth is curved. So
it's just the belief, guys. That's all it ever was. God was only ever in your head, never outside.
Look, like I said, let's crowdfund a fucking camera.
We don't need to. Dude, we can just manifest directly. We're not going to run away from the surface. Try to get as far away from the surface. Hey, I thought we didn't interrupt you. We're not going to try to get as far away from the surface as possible to measure it. That doesn't make any sense, dude. We'll just measure it right down here at the surface and see if it's comporting to the radius claim of the globe.
As I was still talking, I'll finish my sentence now. So why don't we crowdfund a rocket, tie a camera to it, fly it up? And no, I'm not saying that to measure anything, but that is to look at the fucking surface of the planet. Or
okay.
What you can
just get a balloon.
Yeah.
And the balloon.
There is high altitude balloon footage.
Pictures of balloons.
Yeah. Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
The highest altitude balloon footage that we have sent is 120,000 feet. And
Corey, check that out. We have footage, high altitude balloon footage of people have done this. They've attached a GoPro.
Yeah, well, just as you can say that NASA's footage is edited, I can say that footage is edited.
Here we go.
Oh, that's interesting.
Classic.
Yeah, but we can actually do this ourselves.
I love when they go full conspirator mode.
Do this yourself. You just need a camera and a freaking balloon, and you can test it out yourself.
All right, let's do it. Let's put the money together and we'll do it together as a group. We'll watch it live.
That's the issue. That's the issue, guys. Yeah, guys, this is what I'm saying. This is the issue that we have right now. So if two people are, let's say you have a globe Earth and flat Earth person next to each other, and they both launch balloons up or whatever, and you're thinking that let's crowdfund this, as it's been a great idea for us to do that, right? But what are we going to get at the end of it? No, it's not because I got globe images, and the other guys, no, it's not because I got flat images, right? So we're both going to be arguing from that standpoint. What we actually need to do is figure out, after we got our images, compare them and say, okay, so we got curvature over here and we got no curvature on the other side. How can we verify which one's true, right? We're going to actually have to measure the ground that we're standing on to see if it comports to any of these images. Because if it does, and we measure curvature, voila, the guy who has the camera with the Earth looking like it's curved is the right one. Or the guy who's got the flat surface really high when we measure no curvature, that's the right one. But that, when you send something up, is not going to be the deciding factor. The deciding factor is measuring the ground for the drop over distance, Earth curvature that needs to be there in the first place. We have to measure to validate.
Yeah, he's 100% correct. You're going to send up a balloon. At one stage, it's going to look curved. One stage, it's going to look convex or concave.
Sorry about that. I accidentally clicked on something.
From the ground level,
there's measurements you can do that with. Yeah, if you're rejecting that, then how was it ever done in the first place? How was it ever done in the first place?
Oh, he's not in here.
Well, I was still in the middle of my fucking point. As I was saying, you're saying measure from a fucking 25-mile section, that's the biggest one done. But then you're also saying lasers.
No one said that was the biggest. No one said that was the biggest one done.
Right.
You brought up lasers, so we.
As I was saying, so you were saying that the people have only measured 25 miles with lasers, and then there's the infrared thing that Chris brought up with the military and got laser guidance. So that was 100 miles. I'm saying, let's take a fucking balloon or a rocket with a camera on it, clean it together as a group. We can watch the live feed so nobody can edit the shit. Launch it up as high as we fucking can. If it's flat, I'll high five you. Good job. You were right. It's flat. If it's round,
Did you listen to what I said? Did you listen to what I said about it it's coming, showing curve, then showing concavity, then showing flat. So what's your result?
We send up a single camera and then see together. What do you mean?
That's what happened.
You in a horizon that changes.
Hey, Corey, hang on.
Very quick.
Look at the chat.
Wait, I do apologise, mate. See, the thing is, my friend, when you talk about high altitude balloons, this has been done many times, and the results come back like this. It looks flat, it looks curved. It's not conclusive, so one more balloon with one more camera isn't going to prove either way. Because the ultimate kind of altitude we can get up to, I think it's about 135,000 feet, something like that. And still, depending on the camera that you use, you might get a flat horizon, you might get a curved one. So it's inconclusive, but we get what you say. Let's go far away from the Earth and see what we see. It's inconclusive. So
camera doesn't have a fisheye lens.
Yeah, so there are things that we can do, but there's also barrel distortion and the angle that you protrude the camera towards the horizon. So there's many factors that you still have to take into account.
Well,
ultimately, just very quickly, my friend, ultimately, like Miggy and Timbo were saying, if you're going to get these results that are inconclusive, you still got to measure the surface of the Earth. Now, when you said that it's only 25 miles, and okay, I brought up the 100-mile one, that's fine. When we compare this to the radius of the Earth, that's just fine, because there should be 8 inches per mile of curvature over distance, and the physical, and the physical geometric horizon. You know, the thing that you see when you stay. Calculation away as well. So, yeah, on the surface of the Earth, with the dimensions that we're given, we should most definitely be able to measure it, mate. But we don't. That's the problem. It should be easily measurable. In actual fact, we should have to take account for it all the time, because it should get in the way of things when we try to observe them. Or propagate signals, like Wi-Fi and shit. Radio signals, for example. All of that good stuff. The curve of the Earth
we both know that signals go through stuff. That one's not necessarily a
good
thought.
Okay, but Corey, if you look at the chat, I posted a meme, one of the memes, and it's basically based on the circumference of the Earth. It's very easy calculation, mathematical calculation. If something is 140 miles away, that's something, it has to be at least 4.5 miles or taller for you to be able to see it. So that means if you actually look for 140 miles away and you see something that is less than 4.5 miles high, that negates the existence of the curvature of the Earth, because it's supposed to be under that curvature. And in the meme, you can see this is just one of hundreds of examples that have people took all over the world, where they look 140, they look 200, they even look 300 miles away, and they see objects that should not be visible, basically, that according to the circumference of the Earth should never be visible. And even if you actually take the circumference of the Earth that NASA says and multiply it by 10, you can still see things below the curvature that should not have been seen. And this is like a huge indicator that it is not what they say it is.
And yeah, radio signals. He puts towers on top of mountains because the signals don't go through the mountains. You've been in the valley, right?
Yeah, my thing was that, like, a lot of people would say that the Earth has been measured for at least about 1,000 years. And so we've known that the Earth has been a globe for quite some time now. So before the age of rockets and, things that go up in the sky, people were already, even talking about the Earth being a globe. So we're trying to figure out, how was it done back then? How did they figure it out? Because they didn't have this technology that, supposedly rockets can go up and look down to Earth. So what were they doing back then to figure it out? What did they do? How did they know? And so when you're asking these questions, because people have known for such a long time, or at least that's what they tell us, right? When they come into our server, they don't know. They give us Eratosthenes, Aristotle, Al-Biruni, some of these guys that they're name dropping, and then we investigate, what did they do? What was the method that they used to actually figure this out? Well, it turns out that these guys were assuming things. They weren't measuring things. They were calculating, they were assuming, they were measuring things, not drop rate over distance. They were measuring like angles of shadows. nothing to do with the actual drop over distance that you would find on an oblate spheroid the size of the Earth. So we're trying to just figure this out and asking people the question, how did they do it? Because if you guys have that answer, we'd like to know, right? Go over the information. But other than that, it's like, I mean, if you think sending a rocket is going to be the deciding factor, even if it was to come out that you see the Earth as flat when it's really high in the sky, are you really going to change your mind because you saw a rocket go up? Or are you then going to make another excuse and say, well, the camera was messed up? Or that we got to do it again, 2 times the charm, 3 times the charm. Like, when is it going to be enough?
We send one up. We make sure, like, fucking make. I know that people try to make the claims that fisheye lens. Like, yes, I understand that they are sometimes used as well, but I'm not saying they're not. But we would set up our own personal camera. Like, look, no fisheye is on. Everything looks normal down here on the ground. Now we attach it to this thing, and it fucking flies. And then we watch a live stream, so that way nobody's editing shit, and we actually saw it happen.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that would say, you know, even if you look at the Earth as flat, because we don't observe the Earth as a globe, and people here on the ground would say you can't see it as a globe, it's too big of a ball, right? You need to get really high in elevation. Kind of like what you're saying in a way, right? So we would then, you know, discuss about, like, okay, so if observation is the first step, what is the second step? Because we can't just look at something and say the Earth, because we're saying it from our worldview perspective. The base axiom is that the world looks pretty flat to us from the ground level, right? That's what we're saying. And on the other hand, we got the people that think the Earth is a globe. They say, well, that's because you're not high enough. Well, fine. But we see the Earth as flat and stationary, and we don't detect motion when we're here on the Earth. So the problem is we already start with a base axiom that the Earth does not look like a globe. Not to you or to me anywhere here on Earth, right? And according to the globalist mindset, you'd have to get really high in the sky in order to see this curvature. Well, we start with the base axiom that it looks flat and level, right? That's what we start with. And the next step is to then say, okay, it looks that way. Does it measure that way? So we have to get to the next step, which we are measuring the curvature of the Earth. So the observation is the first step. And the second step is confirmation, which is validation. And that would be seeing if there's any drop over distance, which would then validate this curvature to be actually there and not supposedly there, even on a camera from a rocket that goes really high in elevation. Hopefully that makes sense, Corey, because I really want to just kind of challenge you on this, because I don't want it to be just, well, we just look at things. Because, yeah, you could look at something and declare something of what it is, but it could be camera, it could be distortion, it could be anything else, you know, and you could say the same for us. Well, you think you see the Earth as flat, but it really isn't. So we're talking about what is the next step. The next step is to validate it, to make sure that it's not just an observation and it's something we know for sure, right? I mean, that's reasonable, right? Like, I'm not being unreasonable here, am I? It's what I'm saying. Are you guys still hearing me?
Yeah, we're still hearing you.
Sorry, man. I didn't
to respond.
We're just processing all that.
No worry, bro. That's just me, bro.
Yeah, just talking at something is not a sufficient test, right? So if you had to, like, go somewhere and be like, yeah, is that a man or a woman? Like, your judgment on whether that looks like a man or a woman would not be sufficient evidence, like in court, medically, or any other way. You'd have to actually go make some sort of objective measure to determine whether that was a man or a woman. DNA, look at their, private parts, whatever. You can't just like, oh, I went real high and it looks this way or it doesn't look that way. That's not really an objective test. That's a subjective test. We're talking about an objective test.
I appreciate everybody that's subbing to my channel. Appreciate you guys very much. I care about everybody, no matter who you are right now. It's like, I see this as we're all the human family, and it doesn't matter who you are. I think that we should all know truth, right? And we should share each other the truth, like, it doesn't matter what country, religion, or race, or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. The only thing that matters to me is that we're helping each other out, discover the truth about reality together. So I appreciate whoever's subbing to me, because I got a few subs in the middle of all this, so thank you.
Wait, subbing to you. Are you streaming this or something?
Yeah, I got a live channel, but it's a very small channel, dude. I got like only 150 subscribers. But I've been doing this for a while.
That's against server rules. So,
oh, sorry.
Yeah, we don't allow recording or of the server.
All right, do you want me to stop it? Because I'll do that.
It would be nice.
I'll do that.
Just
yeah.
Whilst Mayhem sorts that out, I just want to remind everybody there's two types of curvature that people seem to forget that we're talking about. One is the left to right curvature, right? That we seem to think that if we got in a rocket or high altitude balloon, that we would be able to see the left to right curvature. But that's not the only curvature of the Earth that we're looking for. Remember the ancient story, right? That Greeks saw ships disappear over the curvature of the Earth. That's the curvature away from you. Like standing on a curved surface and eventually with distance, when you're trying to observe something, that curved surface will get in the way. So I hope everybody understands there's two types that we should be on the lookout for.
Indio, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, I'm done over there, man. We spent that cause. Miggy got it out. He just cleaned up, dude. He just cleaned up the freaking place right there. That's it. They don't have nothing to say now. I don't need to stick around for the Cognis. Because that's all that's left, right? They have nothing left. Like the only thing left can be insults and spiraling.
You guys did a really good job.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He muted me as a little fucking bitch, but whatever.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Did he say why?
He muted Heretic too.
I saw that.
We interrupted him. Heaven forbid.
Was it that Corey guy? Because I didn't like him very much.
Well, yeah. And then you heard him say, "We don't allow recording on the server." Yeah, good luck with that.
I saw that.
How you gonna stop anybody? Stupid rule.
I mean, it's not like he knew until Miggy flat out told him. This is what I'm doing.
Literally, everybody in the chat could be recording it and streaming it everywhere.
I was.
Are you still streaming it? Oh, did you stop?
I mean, I lowered the volume so we could talk a little bit.
Yeah, I did flip on Fresh and Fit for a minute, dude. Dude was like, "We're living in a time with the most whores." He said, "I don't mean hoes, I mean whores," and he ain't lying, dude. We have no, seriously, chicks selling their body for money now is the freaking more than ever in history, man. Right now,
yeah.
Where it's a straight up transaction, not like that shady, like get married and that where we fake like it's not about that. Just straight up, like sex, money, transaction. Do. Cash app me.
I know, yeah.
I ain't cash apping you shit.
I know, you ain't getting nothing from me. Yeah, it seems like the YouTube watch page, I've had it on low volume for a little bit. It kind of just been all over the place, but 10,000 people watching, and then it seems like most of the attention ended up spilling over into Discord. So shout out to you guys going over there. Indio, Heretic, Jedi, Wolfgang, Miggy. I mean, dude, those guys they didn't have much. Just, well, how about a rocket? They always think they need special tools like a rocket.
Yeah. I mean, Heretic always says it the best, right? Like, why are we going to go away from the Earth to measure the Earth? Yeah, let's get as far away as possible to measure it. That makes sense.
I hate their bulldozing tactics. Like, when you try to correct them on something, they're like, nope, I want to finish what I was saying, even if it was wrong. It's like, dude, it's frustrating. But whatever.
Yeah. When it's like, all you guys got is the laser test. Like, dude, you brought up lasers. Like, we got plenty more than that. It's kind of funny. At least that Corey dude wasn't like an NPC Glober. So it wasn't, I mean, some of the other ones were, but like, at least he wasn't. I mean, he was in a way, because why don't we just get a rocket? Like, dude, it's like such a low IQ response, man. If we just go really high and look at it and astral project.
I know, right? As if, one, that's not something people have already considered or have done, and like we're just sitting around waiting for some money to go up in the sky. Like it's not what we're waiting around to do. That wouldn't help you anyway, even if you did believe you lived on a globe, going up away from the surface is going to help you see curvature, not anywhere you can achieve. Heretic, what's up, dude? Tell us about your time over there.
Experience. Yeah, I got timed out for posting the 24/7 link. Still on timeout. Looks like Miggy's stream is down. Did they get mad at him for streaming?
No, he said it's not allowed in the server to.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Gotcha.
So Miggy shut off voluntarily.
Oh, okay.
But it's stupid. Like, that's a stupid rule because it's unenforceable.
Yeah, he could have just not told him, but Miggy's a good guy, so.
Yeah, because no one thought anybody would have a fucking stupid rule like that that's unenforceable.
Yeah. That's pretty common.
Yeah, I shut it off.
Like, the Modern Day Debate server does that.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to protect their brand, I guess, or something. I don't know. But a lot of those servers, they don't have like the level of experience with like Discord and shit that we have. Like, I just expect everybody to be recording all the time. I just expect that. Pretty much, if I'm on the internet talking, I just expect somebody's recording it. If it ain't the NSA or the FBI or the CIA, it's somebody. Somebody's recording that shit somewhere.
Yeah, if you're on the internet, you're out in public.
Yeah, that's how you have to consider it, that you're just like walking around in the city square or something.
They weren't the biggest NPCs. I was expecting them to be more triggered. I mean, they were pretty dumb, but they weren't super spirally.
Yeah, the guy with the IQ comment, that, like, I wanted to jump on him, but whatever.
Yeah, I did jump on him. I think I got some of the mods salty at me for some of those comments.
Oh well, they'll get over it.
Yeah.
They're young, they'll adjust.
Yeah.
I thought you guys did a great job. I mean, I was trying to juggle our live stream, the YouTube watch page, and that Discord, and you guys by far had the most, like the energy was there. So I was playing the audio into our live stream, so you should be able to go back and listen to some of it on Helio's stream later.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Jedi really killing it over there. That should offset some of the shit that John's going to say on the podcast.
He might not even talk about Flat Earth.
Is it not done yet, or it's happening?
It's still running.
So they got to Flat Earth?
I'm not going to lie, I have not been listening to the whole thing, because they've kind of been all over the place, and I've been listening to mostly Indio and the guys over in the Discord. So I did see Flat Earth Dude's chat. He donated $20 and plugged the Discord. Let me repost that. Shout out to Flat Earth Dude. I want to try to go back and see.
Oh, word, Flat Earth Dude, man.
Yeah, I want to go back and see if they read it out on the stream. I'm not sure if they were like, if they spoke it out. Because if they did, I'll clip it. We can play it in here from time to time. But shout out.
Yeah, that really wasn't the worst NPC server experience, to be honest.
They let us talk more than they usually do, in my experience.
Yeah, good
I'm
point.
back.
Yeah.
What's up, good job, guys.
I was able to drop.
More
go ahead.
Triggered at each other. We're talking over each other.
I went ahead and dropped the link to 3 moderators, so hopefully that kind of put a bug in their ear and they can cross, server.
That's good, because I tried.
Rocket Cope moderator's not posting that link for sure.
Yeah, I tried to post it and I got timed out for it. That's why I left.
It seems like there's a moderator over there that's kind of salty. Doesn't like Flat Earth. I saw them deleting messages and stuff earlier. Before we even went over there, I searched some stuff in their search bar and did some perusing, and I noticed there was somebody deleting messages about Flat Earth. It seemed like, so there might be a salty moderator.
We do the opposite here. We record everything they say, and we encourage them to make their own videos from this live stream instead of saying you can't live stream from here. You can record anything you want, put it out on your channel. Just go ahead and link back to the Discord. You know, we don't care.
We got Grain from that server who was asking me about the link here. He's in our chat right now. I just unmuted you, Grain. Hey, welcome to the server, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me kudos to y'all. Y'all don't mind me saying kudos to y'all for being very respectful and having a great debate, conversation, and server mic etiquette and all of that stuff. So, thank y'all and big props to y'all from the FNF Discord.
Yeah, man. I was really trying to reach out to see, because Fresh and Fit has a real good program now. It's picking up steam, and we got a couple of people that like that show. So there was a guy who's going to be on there, kind of like that's why we found out, because we heard about the Flat Earther who was going to be on your show, or that show, I would say. And it was just like brought to our attention. So we're like, oh, wait a minute, who's the guy going to do that? Because normally, anybody in Flat Earth, we usually know about them, like who they are. And this guy came up maybe a little bit like, who is he, kind of thing. So it was just curious, and we wanted to find out if he was going to be on that show or not.
Well, I heard that the show is happening. I can't remember exactly who the name was. If anybody y'all remember off top?
John Zerka, I think.
John Zerka or something like that.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know his work personally, but in terms of our Discord, we have high IQ conversations on many things. But it's just also server to come and hang out and be around men and share life experiences and level up and network and stuff. So the server is public. If anybody would like to join, as long as you're 18 and over, you're welcome.
Yeah, do you know the people on the show, Grain? Or like
you mean Myron and Fresh?
Yeah.
What about Mo or Chris?
I know Mo personally. I've spoken to Chris a couple of times, and I spoke to Fresh a couple of times. I've never had I never had the chance to speak to Myron, but yeah, and I speak to Mo all the time. I'm one of the moderators there, by the way. So yeah, I speak to Mo almost every day.
Okay.
Yeah, no, man. It's just like we've been hearing that CB's been dropping a lot of clips here from there, and like that show's pretty based and whatnot. Like, so it's legit. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah, I've been watching them since they had like 1,000 subs.
If y'all don't mind, I'll post it in whatever channel y'all want. I posted the link for anybody that might want it.
Yeah, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah, DM it to me and I'll post it. And we have like a partner, I don't think it's called partners. It's called something, but I'll post it. I'll also put an announcement in our announcements and ping everyone.
Yeah, I got you, India.
Yeah,
Green. The reason why I was asking, bro, is because like we'd like to get the best of Flat Earth, which is in here. We've curated a forum here, man, that's got intellectual people in this server that can actually articulate themselves way better than any Flat Earther that you would hear that's prolific. The ones who get a lot of people on their channel. We're like a grassroots movement here. So we kind of debate PhDs and like other people in the arena of like the academia and such. So we're able to hold our own against them because we've done it so many times. I personally have done it with many PhDs. So I know that the people that they lean to for the information about the Earth being a globe, those guys don't know anything, bro. Like they're bankrupt. They don't have the information that people think they do. Which is interesting, right? Because I'm like, bro, you mean all this whole time that everybody's been thinking the Earth is a globe? These guys don't know. I'm like, damn. Like, I want to tell everybody about this, but it's hard because it's like you gotta gain a little fame and be a little bit more prolific, and people got to know your name, and just so that word gets out, But I think that working together with just like people like such as yourselves, like doing a little show like that, I mean, the word can get out. Just people thinking about it, challenging themselves and such.
Well, there's a guy that's in our server that y'all would definitely want to have a conversation with. His name is Dorkhead. It's DORKHEAD, spelled just like it sounds. He's a big Flat Earther, and I think this is the type of conversation he would actually truly enjoy.
He was in there in the beginning. He was in there.
Okay, cool. Did y'all get a chance to send him an invite to?
Nah, bro. No, we couldn't because like he deafened because he was gonna be, I guess, a part of the show or help the show in some way, but he deafened immediately when the show came on. So like, if you could just like hit him up with the link, bro, that'd be amazing. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, Now we're just trying to get more eyeballs on this server, man, because like a lot of people don't know too much about what we do here, and we've curated this culture for a reason because we want to have an influx of as much people as possible because we got the team here to support that. So we just need now the eyeballs of people that want to take a look at this information. But I don't know. It's like the prolific flat earthers that are out there just misrepresenting stuff. You know, they're just saying things. They're like, oh, man, they're not representing flat Earth correctly. So it just pains us. You know what I mean? When we hear.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flat earthers that speculate, right? They just like they go off into like I don't want to say.
Just say it.
They just speculate, like they got their imaginations run away with them, right? Because they think they have to explain every possible thing, right? The same way, like, you know, if someone asks them, what's gravity? What's this? What's that? They think they have to have an explanation for everything, so they just start making stuff up. And we're not like that, right? We only talk about what we can prove. We don't talk about like what we can't prove. If we can't prove it, we'll just say we don't know.
Right, but some people.
Can I just say, there's a lot of new people here. If you're new and you don't have a role, can you move up to VC check-in? I'll meet you up there.
I got you.
No, you're all right if you're talking.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's just the other people who don't have access to their mic.
So just to maybe give you like a little background on the server, this is the second iteration. We had another one that was kind of like hostile takeover, to put it lightly. I don't know what. Well, I'll go through it real quick. If the owner account is not active on a Discord for 30 days, anyone that can see the audit log can take over a server. So, did you know that, Green?
Yeah, we know it. I'm a moderator, remember?
I know, but you know someone can take over the server without permission?
Well, there's steps to it. If you have a chain to command, it will go down to the highest person in that chain to command. I don't know if y'all have like a whole moderator system.
No, it's a Discord. It's a Discord policy. So Discord's policy is if the owner account, whoever is the owner of the server, does not type or text on the server for 30 days.
Yeah, I know.
Anybody that can see the audit log can email Discord and say, I want control of the server. And if the owner doesn't respond in 7 days, ownership is transferred to that person. Yeah, that's how we lost another server that had something like 37,000 people on it. That was like a few years ago. So now this server existed. In case you didn't notice, that's why it says Flat Earth Discord 2.0.
Yeah,
just giving you some background. So like we've been through, I think like 215,000 people have come through this server, and the old server probably that amount or more. So like we've been around a while on Discord since like 2018 or whatever.
That's awesome. So we have a general parlay, which is just our general chat. As long as you come in there and be respectful and, you know what I'm saying, use it to have conversations and stuff like that, that's what it's there for. So, you know, and it doesn't always have to be a flat earth conversation. It could be anything. It could be just a question you have or anything like that. You know, as long as you're respectful, you're all welcome there. And like I said, 18 and above, of course.
Yeah. Anyone here, like we deal with a lot of trolls, obviously, because of this topic. So
we do too,
anyone that's a member here that goes over there I'm sure will be absolutely respectful.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, if you're there, tag me in General Parlay, and I'll come and, you know, like verify you and all that, and let everybody know that you're good. Just tag me and let me know where you're from. So I'll personally myself do that for any of y'all.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. This is what it should be about: men coming together, having conversations, talking, getting to know each other. You know, I debate ideals and stuff like that, and making each other better. You know, we network, we do all type of things together in that server.
Yeah, and I was trying to keep this as a loop for you guys in case you needed the content, because like obviously Zerka might be a bit provocative for the content that you guys have on the show. And if some people wanted to follow up and say, man, you know what, do we know some flat earthers? And you'd be like, I know some people. You know, you could drop us a line, we can get something put together, we can get a little team going. And if you ever need, you know, we could join in there and just tell you guys like the way it really is, instead of like these prolific flat earthers giving a bad name to flat earth, bro. Like it's like You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like
Yeah, on facts. So how about this? Whenever I don't know if it's Wednesday or Friday, what day that stream is actually on, but I could set something up where y'all could come through, join heated debate or whatever, and open up the floor for conversations about the podcast and what was said and spoke on or whatever. And we'll moderate it, and everybody could say their piece and be respectful and have discourse. Another person, Dev Lee, the one that was just here, he's a moderator as well. Y'all were the people that were there were talking to him as well. So if y'all could get us away, he can speak or whatever. I can get him back in here if you want.
I think Miggy, he sent you a DM. Check your DMs. I did see that Dev mentioned that he sent you a message. So yeah, shout out to Dev. Shout out to Grain. I recognize you as well. I've been over in the Fresh and Fit after a couple panels after hours.
Yeah, you could just
Rain. Okay, Rain. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice to see you again.
Oh, you too. All there.
Yeah, by the way, we just want to give props to CB who kind of mentioned Fresh and Fit and kind of put it to our minds about like what's going on there and how based you guys are and stuff. So it's like we wanted to kind of like say, you know what, we're speaking truth too. Everybody's trying to hand out some red pills, man. We're doing the same thing here, with this, but it's a difficult process, man. We got to help each other out in that whole situation because there's a lot of people, they spreading misinformation, man. They're making this world harder for us to kind of like move forward in it. So like, I don't know. I think it's just like us helping each other out.
I mean, that's what we need to do as just human beings, period. Arguing and fighting and being divisive toward each other ain't going to get us nowhere as a society. You know what I'm saying? We need to come together and put all our issues to the side and unite and make the world a better place for everyone.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we bro, man, we live streaming every day, 24/7, 7 days a week. So we always got like our stuff recorded. Because usually when people come in here, we start asking them questions about like shape of the earth conversation and whatnot. And some people try to be a little weasel, and say, I didn't say that. And we got it all on record. So it's like we rewind the stream. We're like, nah, check it out. You did say that. And we play it. And they're like, oh, shit. Like you can't escape that, because once you say something, if it's recorded, it's like you said that, bro. Like you can't go back on that.
Yeah. Okay. So Dev is up in the VC check. So I told him to come back. So I guess whenever that is done, he'll be back. So, he's another. That's might be my best friend in the whole server. So yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Very, very close. Yeah. That's my home for sure.
Yeah. In the meantime, I heard some contention about the broadcasting, so I would suggest that you private that one and send them a DM and ask permission before you open the link.
I can tell you right now, it has to be removed. Like we don't allow any recordings of our VCs at all here on the server as well.
Well, that's expedient. There you go. There's the answer.
Yeah, that's why I can't moderate.
Why is that? Why didn't you allow recordings?
Because we've had multiple people take conversations and put it on YouTube and Reddit and it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make us look bad. Like plus, everybody doesn't
Welcome to our life, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Well, it's way worse for us. Trust me.
No, it's not.
Man, take a look at the Reddit one day. You'll really see. So the problem is that people come in and try to paint us to make us seem one way where we're actually not that way at all, right? We have people just dogging us to dog us. Like when you are against what the mainstream pushes, the mainstream wants to try to cancel you. Look at Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And Tristan. So, and so many others. I mean, people get canceled on YouTube.
Look at Brian Mullen.
Yeah, facts.
He's a flat earther, right? Who was an engineer, and he used his engineering to do videos about some of the problems with the globe paradigm. And there was a guy who just basically couldn't stand it, who was a globe zealot, and he petitioned in writing and other official formats to the licensure board for engineering in that area to get him to be fired, harassed his workplace and everything, and ultimately forced him into I wouldn't say hiding, but it forced him into early retirement from the flat earth stuff.
Yeah, basically imitation tactics.
Dev is here. Dev, you want to introduce yourself to the group? I'll be right back. I'm listening.
What's up, guys? I'm Dev Lead. I'm also one of the moderators from the Fresh and Fit Discord. I was just recently in the debate or the talk that you guys had with us. Quite enjoyed it. I'm also one of the OG people from Flat Earth back in the 2014 in the Facebook groups when Eric Toupé was popping up, when ODT TV was popping up, and I spent a couple of years at that community for a while, but then I kind of moved on and continued. But of course, I'm still subscribed to Eric and see his stuff on the regular.
Welcome.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah,
welcome. By the way, are you German? Just for reference.
Yeah, I'm born in Germany, but I have Middle Eastern parents. So if you ever see me on camera, I'm gonna look like an Assyrian warrior.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem for me.
That's so good.
Yeah, because I'm German too, so.
Ah, cool. Freut mich, dich kennenzulernen.
Mich auch.
But yeah, that was a fantastic conversation we had over on that server, so I really appreciate you having us over there, Dev. It was nice to make your acquaintance as well, my friend. Good to see you.
Thank you, brother. I was also like, as Rain was pointing out earlier, one of the biggest issues or things that you immediately get shut down if you even speak about any sort of arguments in terms of flat Earth, and it is one of the red pill topics before the red pill, became mainstream. You know what I mean? And Fresh and Fit is a red pill server, and we talk a lot about male-female dynamics and waking up a lot of other conspiracies and stuff. But when it comes to flat Earth, a lot of people in the server just get immediately triggered. They're like, no, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. No way, this is not true. And so
Yeah,
I hold back a
muted.
lot on that.
I think they muted me because I can't talk in the general.
Let me see. What's your name again?
It's okay on the server.
Damn, it's bad if you get muted, okay?
If she got muted, she must have been talking over someone or something like
Yeah.
No, I was muted in the text chat.
that. You can't get muted in the text chat.
They can only handle us for so long.
No, we can't. We don't mute people in text chat. Like, we don't.
I don't have
Yeah.
access to it. What in general parlay?
Maybe she got timed out. 1 second, let me check.
Could have been some words you put in there, okay, that timed you out. The bot does that
Yeah, you might have got hit by the bot.
Yeah,
Okay.
now you're free. You should be able to post. Check again in the.
Yeah, it probably was 1 minute.
She's trouble.
I have to put it out there that nobody in this server, the Fly Earthers, support this John Zerka guy on your podcast right now. He's a fucking retard.
Yeah,
Yes.
this was one of the main reasons that when CB brought this up and we figured out who this guy was and his bullet points for the flat Earth, I was really concerned because I don't want him speaking for me. He's a fucking idiot. Who is this guy? I mean, within the first 2 minutes of me watching him, he sounded like a complete dick. Coming to Christ, but sleeping with lots of women. Fuck off, you prat.
Is that the guy that's on the show now?
Yeah, Boy.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't even watch that. I watched 5 minutes. I couldn't take it no more. Too much yelling and screaming and just talking about nothing.
He's a weirdo.
Yeah, word.
Wait,
it's toxic.
Wait, is he talking for the flat Earth or community or such right now?
No,
sure if they got into
he's
it.
the
I
flat
don't think they got
earther, you know, so.
well,
listen to what he's saying
Look,
about it.
let me give you a little background. Oh, there's a show called Modern Day Debates. He debated on it last week as a flat earther. There's evidence for the dome was rainbows or something. Nobody ever heard of the guy. I never heard he's a flat earther. No one even knows who the guy is. So
Yeah, I mean, I've listened to him previously, and the first time he came, to the Flat Earthers, he was a glober, and now he's taking our side, and I don't know.
That Zerka. I think he's been on Nathan Oakley's. So he's been here. Hold on.
Yeah, Zerka. Is he a part of this server? Indio?
I couldn't find anything under this server, but maybe it's a different name.
Okay, maybe we are talking about a different guy than who calls himself Zerka.
Well, sometimes people, when they have a forum that wants to interview certain people, they can only interview the people that are available within their sphere of influence. It was one of the reasons why Mark Sargent took off so much, is because he was available. His phone number, his personal information, everything was out there, and he got a lot of the early interviews.
He debated Destiny. He's the one who debated Destiny about Flat Earth.
Oh, even Destiny, okay.
Okay, so he trashed Destiny a couple years back on Flat Earth, and he doesn't even know anything, so that's pretty crazy.
By the way,
word on the street is Destiny won't even debate Flat Earth anymore after that episode, but whatever.
Yep. But by the way, gentlemen, I'm going to put the live stream link in the live stream voice text. That way you guys can have it, and you can redirect people if you want to see our live stream is 24/7, so it's always on. You're always going to find some conversation, some debates happening. Something's always popping off there. We're always streaming this live stream. Always.
Cool.
In case you just want to hang out and listen.
Oh, Dorkhead in the house. What up, Dorkhead? He's one of our admins of the server.
Yeah, you have to get him unmuted and stuff. That'd be appreciated.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
He's
that.
one of the guys that you said was in the beginning of it, so I sent him the link for y'all.
Lots of people in the panel. It's like 52 people in it. Huge amount.
Quite a lot, yeah. By the way, from the Fresh and Fit broadcast, did anyone listen to this? To the end?
Yeah, I just listened to it.
I couldn't.
And what was the whole topic besides women and fucking and okay?
No, unfortunately, they didn't talk about Flat Earth
at all.
Amazing.
You say unfortunately, maybe fortunately. At least he didn't utter that then.
Well, it could be either way, right? Fortunately or unfortunately.
Yeah, dodge the bullet, maybe.
Well, you know what they say about first impressions.
Oh yeah, exactly.
There's people that deal with eccentric flat earthers, and then they're like, you know what? I'm never dealing with flat Earth again.
Yeah.
That was my main concern. I don't know this guy from Adam, and when the bullet points came out, rainbows to prove a firmament. Oh fucking hell, what's he gonna say? So I'm glad that a lot from our server went over there. That was really good, guys. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Sure. Well, that's also a problem with emerging truth topics, is that they start to saturate new markets, and those markets are kind of novice in the whole experience, and then they just latch onto it, and then they have a zeal for it, but they don't have any capability for it.
I mean, you have to develop critical thinking and combining the dots that lie between them first before you make any statements about this, and make your own mind about this.
Me and
we got a
Dorkhead
lot
were
of new
talking about
people in
this
here.
a couple of weeks ago. That it would be great if Fresh and Fit of Marlon brings in Eric Dubay to talk about Flat Earth. That would be the bomb.
Nah, fuck it. We just have Indio. We don't need Eric Dubay. He makes claims that the horizon always rises to our level. That's 8 years out of date. I'd rather have Indio or Mayhem. Fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, Devly, check this out, man. You got the brightest and the best intellects right here, bro. We churn out content on the daily. We challenge PhDs almost every week. We have we have confrontational, occurrences that happen all the time in a debate forum, and we know how to handle ourselves. So get a team of us.
Season 9.
Fucking season 9. Yeah, we do it right, man.
Yeah,
we do it right. We do it justice. So
the only problem though is that I have direct access to Myron and Fresh, so they're not really going to debate people that don't know. This is why, like with Zerka, even though kind of like in a weird psycho funny way, he can kind of plant the seed. That's why I did recommend Eric Debay to him. But I think that's for a future show. With the Zerka and Flat Earth, I think they're going to do an additional show because he's staying the week. But I've got to talk to him about it.
Well, I wouldn't recommend Eric Debay. I would do Dave Weiss. He has a better presentation. Plus, he's in Florida. He might be in Miami. I think he's from South Beach.
Yeah, as long as the guy's got some like media presence and he's got some kind of like, you know, I wouldn't say that like he can't come on if he's only got like 300 subscribers. You know what I mean, they got to have somebody who's quite well known. If it's so, if you guys give me a name, I can push it across to Myron and Mike.
Dave Weiss is pretty well known, at least in Flat Earth. Even in like, he's well known. He has an app called the Flat Earth Clock. That I don't even know how many sold, but millions of freaking copies of that app.
You're on about DIRTH, aren't you?
Yeah. Deep inside the rabbit hole.
That's nice.
He also has a standing. He also has a standing reward for certain types of evidence that would prove the globe, and I think it's 4 Bitcoin.
Him or Nathan Oakley, one of the two.
Yeah, Nathan Oakley don't have no 4 Bitcoin, bro.
Oh wait, yeah, no. At least he's got a few subscribers to his channel, right?
Is that dude? Is that dude in Florida?
Which one, Dave Weiss?
Dave Weiss is in Florida. Yes.
So would he come live on the show to do that?
Oh hell yeah!
I think he's in Connecticut.
He's been all over the place. He's been on radio, TV, like YouTube. He does presentations all the time.
Yeah. See, okay, I can put it to Myron, Dave Weiss, and Zerka, and then he can take over where the Zerka does, you know, falls flat a little bit. Flat, get it? Oh, anyway, doesn't matter.
I mean, Zerka's kind of like a comedian. He even admitted that, like he's a comedian. Dave Weiss is.
Yeah, David Weiss was just interviewed on Alex Jones' show.
Okay. When?
I know Alex. I used to work with Alex and David Icke.
I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that interview was a shit show.
Well, I can say of my fair share with David Icke, he jumps from one to another and never sticks to one somehow. He has points, right? Definitely. I'm not avoiding that, but in the essence, he is a jumper, basically.
David Weiss is a presenter, though. He's not one to sit there and debate or go into deep into the the metrics or how to he'll talk a little bit how to test it yourself, but he just skims by it. Yeah, because he's just presenting. He's got a list of things, material.
Well, Professor Dave has like millions of subs, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know Professor Davis? Dorkhead?
Is it? Well, from what I heard, he's not a professor. And number two,
we know he's not a. That's like his YouTube name. We know he's not a professor.
Yeah, he's like the globe tard. Is that what you guys call him?
That's about sums it up. He does like science educational videos. He has I guess he was like a teacher at a junior college or something, but he just debated a guy named James Tour, who is he's the most cited chemist in America, probably in the world. They just debated on origin of life.
I've seen him. The only debate I saw, because I only watched a clip of it, was when he debated the guy you were talking about, Dave Weiss, and then he was talking about the Earth going around the sun, so it's 66,000 miles an hour, 66,600 miles an hour. Because if you're in a car and you're driving along and you go 1 degree, you're not going to notice it. And I was like, yo.
Yeah, that's a category error. So on your guys' podcast,
it's radio velocity. Yeah.
On your guys' podcast, is it always aired through YouTube, live or no?
Yeah, it's live. Well, we have a live day show and we have a live after hours with the girls, but it's live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Rumble.
Right, and on the YouTube platform, do you have you have the standard super chat system open?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, standard. Yeah, same on Rumble. Yeah.
Now, one more question: Do you guys have any mandatory reads like $10 is a mandatory read or something like that?
The only advice I can give you is like when the show starts, super chat in straight away. So if you want to super chat in $1 or $2, they read those for the first little part of the show, and then they say from this point on we're only going to read $20 or $50 super chats. So what people do now, they know to get the super chats in really early when the show starts, and you'll get it read.
Or even before it starts, like right before it starts, if you send it in.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you, I mean, I can go to
ahead.
Myron myself. I got direct access to Myron, so I can go to Myron myself and say to Myron, "You need to have this guy on," because I've suggested loads of people. When he went to the UK, the people that he went to, those are the people I told him to go to, and he went to those people. So if I was to say, "Oh, Dave Weiss," if you guys actually would to super chat in like $2 or £3 in our money or whatever, and just say, "Oh, you guys need to get Dave Weiss on with Zerka to talk about Flat Earth," he would do a whole episode on that.
Wait, can I play a clip? Someone donated on Monday $100 and said that. Here, I'll play the clip.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Here. We're at Massachusetts 617. He goes, please let Dave Weiss come on the show, the premier flat Earth debater, Dirt on YouTube. I'm a huge fan of you guys. Keep up the great work. He has a ton of great scientific.
Chris would love
Don't worry,
him.
we're going to have John Zerka
Chris would love him,
on
man.
Wednesday, so he'll talk about flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
Yeah, that's the thing, Myron. You got to understand, Myron and Fresh are globe guys, right?
Oh, of
Chris
course.
is the only one who's flat Earth. I've got direct contact to all three of these guys. I can go straight to the producer, Chris, and say about Dave Weiss, and also I can pitch it to Myron about Dave Weiss and Zerka, because if you get them both on, and you got the wild Zerka, but also you got the figures and stats that Dave's going to bring, and undeniable facts that Myron's a fact guy. So if he goes, oh, blah blah blah, it's going to make Myron think, and also Fresh.
Well, I mean, like Dave,
wait,
debater, but I don't think Myron or Fresh could actually debate the globe. Quite honestly, most people can't. Most people are just listen. We've had people with PhDs in physics. We just ask them some questions and they fall apart.
It's not.
We had a dude in here the other day. He has got a master's in astrophysics. Start asking him questions, he falls apart.
It's not that Elijah though. Listen, if I explain to you guys how I got into it, I got into it like 10 years ago, and then I heard about the Flat Earth Society, and then everybody was saying about, oh, it's a psyop, and there's a truth for you, like, okay, maybe they're trying to mess with us, and it is a psyop. So I was on that lane until about a year ago, and I started researching it again, and then I was like, okay, what I originally thought was correct is correct. That's the process people go through, and because of like you've been indoctrinated from a child through school, this massive cognitive dissonance you have in your mind, you can't break it. It's so hard to break. So it's it's even more religious than even normal mainstream religion. It's so
That's
hard to break
controlling
with
you.
people.
Yeah, we know.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta get Miggy on there. You gotta get Miggy on there.
Yeah, Mayhem, Biggie. Yep.
You ready for a road trip, Miggy?
See, this is what I meant earlier, and I appreciate that Fresh and Fit are having flat earthers on. It's what they say. It's just because ultimately we're going to get people that come in here and say, because I've seen Fresh and Fit, flat earthers say this. You prove the firmament by the rainbow. So I appreciate that any way that you can get people like Dave Weiss in. But like I said before, because I know these people like Mayhem, like Indio, AI, Elijah, and all of these people, that would be the message that I would want to get out to the people. If there's anybody listening, for example, I'd want them to hear the truth, not some shit. And you've already elucidated that, mate, when you first got into the Flat Earth 8 years ago, whatever it was, you got told it was a psyop. There's a lot of shit that goes on in the Flat Earth. Flat Earth is a highly trolled and ridiculed environment. So we're just kind of looking out for our own.
But here's what's going to happen no matter what. Okay. Whether it's Funny Guy or Dave Weiss, serious guy speaking to the Mr. Fresh and Fit. Mr. Fresh and Fit are going to 100% make glaring contradictions and logical errors that the audience will see. And some of that audience will say, wait a minute, there's something to the fact that they can't answer these questions or address this properly. I need to research more. That's going to happen no matter what.
Let me say this. Well, just because they're on the show, right, doesn't mean they gotta have vast knowledge and argue points. It doesn't have to be a debate. It could be him just telling his side of it and them asking the questions and him, giving his
That's why,
philosophy on it, or his
That's why I recommended David Weiss, because he's better at that type of just back and forth, just talking. He's good at that. He's awesome at that, quite honestly.
Right, and that's the way the show mostly is. If you watch the daytime shows with the host, it's not really debating and stuff like that. It's more, showing, like, letting that person show the world to themselves and stuff like that, and asking questions and having discourse. Right, it's not about arguing points and this and that. That's not their realm. They won't do that.
Well,
hey,
Dorkhead,
Weiss's presentation is really good.
I got access to Sneeko as well. I'm one of his top admins on his server as well. So I have access to Zerka and Myron and Fresh and Sneeko.
Hey, Dorkhead, I got an idea for you.
That's important. Real quick, here's the thing that is very important. What someone in here would be able to do, what must be done, what's necessary, that I don't think a Dave Weiss will get hung up on, is pointing out the logical fallacies that Myron may make. He said he's the facts guy, right? So clearly, I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that he's going to use science in the wrong context. Unbeknownst to him, he's going to say, well, there's science, there's facts, there's this, there's that. And ultimately, he's going to be talking about pseudoscience. And you can't have someone who's going to say, no, that's pseudoscience, and then offer pseudoscience right after that.
Elijah,
like, people need to understand. Yeah, I do. So people need to understand the difference.
To do that.
Say again?
Then you should know Myron typically doesn't do that.
Well, he hasn't been challenged good enough. I saw him challenge good one time, and yes, everyone has the point where their pride gets in the way and they start making mistakes. I've seen that in him.
Do you watch the daytime shows?
I don't watch it. I've seen clips, but
of course, obviously, yeah. See, this is what happens when people watch clips or whatever instead of watching.
No, it's not about that. I don't care if it's a 2-minute conversation, bro. What I'm saying is, you're one of those people, aren't you? What I'm saying is,
no, he's cool.
There's a standard.
I meant that a talk.
Yeah, but he talks too quick. He doesn't know what I'm saying. That's the thing. Already. So
Oh my goodness, dude.
Already talking.
Anyway, now that the confrontation is out of the way, Dave Weiss is the man. Okay, you can take that on my recommendation, and I clearly know what I'm talking about because I said so.
Clearly.
Yeah, Dave Weiss sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I can pass that along to Myron, and I'll also pass it to Sneeko as well. The only thing is, see, the reason why I said to add Zerka on, and if they could do it this week, I could pass it on now and pass it on to them, see if they could do a show like that. That's the only way I'm thinking is feasible of doing it. And as for Myron, in the daytime shows, when they have guests on, Myron kind of like lets the guests speak. If he has some contention with some points, he'll ask them to clarify. And, can you prove this? And obviously you have the guy, Dave Weiss, on. He's going, yeah, of course, Myron, no problem. Blah, blah, blah. They're very, very respectful. They don't clown or downplay guests like that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, for the conversational style, Dave Weiss is probably the best. And as far as Sneeko goes, you gotta hook me up with him. Because I heard him debate Destiny on 9/11, and he sucks. He needs a couple pointers. that was
hey, Dorkhead, Michael Sartain, who who's been on Fresh and Fit a couple times.
Oh, that
he basically he recently issued like a full on flat earthers. He said he basically challenged all flat earthers because his knowledge was so great on the subject. So there's an idea as well.
Michael Sartain has a PhD in physics, by the way.
That guy, he debated David Weiss, didn't he? That went for like 3.5 hours. That was retarded.
Is this David's Sartain?
No, Sartain, Michael Sartain.
Michael Simpson.
Mike Sartain. Yeah, Mike
Simpson.
Rollo's boy.
Listen, for when that dude tries to make a point, and this is his point, he goes, "I'm so sure as this, as I'm so sure as gravity holding," and I'm like, "What?" Have you ever seen when he's trying to make a point? He says he relates it to gravity.
Yeah, we've.
I love it. I love it, dude.
I don't want to get into it, man. He says some pretty dumb things for someone that's supposed to be smart.
Yeah. Well, gravity.
A lot of people say that because it's part of the active brainwashing that's being done by NASA in terms of movies, talk shows, and all of that. They keep using the term gravity as a reference for something that could never be denied and something that is 100% factual. They do that on purpose.
I've got it.
Yeah, that was his debunk. I only watched a 4-minute video of Sartain, but that was his flat Earth debunk. He said, "Oh, I know all the stats. I know when it took off. 2015, it took off. I'm ex-intelligence, and it was because of basically he intimated it was Russian and Chinese counterintelligence, and Americans are so dumb at science is the reason why flat Earth has taken off because it's
intelligence. All right, he's got that part right. Ex-intelligence.
Yeah,
I just got the pitch. I just got the pitch from Aaron. I just got it. Let me tell you guys. Right, so I'm going to hit him up with David Weiss, see if he do with Dave Weiss and Zerka. Then I'll tell him about Sartain, that he's very against flat Earth and he's had debates before for hours. How about Zerka, that dude you're on about, DRTH, versus Mike Sartain and Rollo?
Yeah, remember, Mike Sartain is in Miami right now.
Just saying. I just saw that Sartain clip the other day. I don't know how long ago that he issued that warning for flat earthers, but it's only 4 minutes long.
It'll be perpetual anyway. Guys like that have a chip on their shoulder.
Would it make a great debate, though?
Yeah, especially it sounded like he was pretty new to the subject, and he claimed that he already knew all the arguments. So I found that a little funny.
It's a pitch I can make. I could say tomorrow, flat Earth is very like a hot thing at the moment, hot topic. Sneako's saying about it, Zerko's saying about it. How about you get the top guy in the field, Dave Weiss, come on with Zerka. You have your daytime show, and I've heard through the great line that Sartain is on the other side of the Sophia. Get it, of Sphere anyway. But anyway, so he's on the other side. He's on the other side, right? So why can't you after that show you can have set up a debate between those guys and like it'll be a good show.
That'd be hot.
You guys know that Dave Weiss already debated Michael Sartain a while back.
Yeah, I just said that before.
Oh, okay.
I played
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, I played it the other night. That's what I was saying. It went for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, but
I didn't know that.
This audience, what you're in, is a new audience hearing this. You're gonna have like it's gonna be like a 90-10 division until they hear the debate and then they make their own minds up.
That Mike is it Michael Sartain or whatever his name is? He claimed he knew everything.
Well, just because somebody claims something don't mean they do.
Personally, what do you do? Like all his arguments were. So Timbo, all his arguments were from personal anecdote. Was it like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
God. Like I know I've been to the moon. I checked out the lunar rover myself. So just trust me, bro.
Yeah, because he flew planes in the military. He knows everything about space travel.
My favorite one is I saw the rover from a backyard telescope with my dad.
Oh, someone said it yesterday.
What the heck?
Yeah, they said, we can see all the artifacts on the moon.
Yeah, there's people. These Globers make such outlandish claims because they think that everything proves the globe. So no matter what they say, it's automatically going to come to fruition. And as soon as they're put to scrutiny, they fall apart like crumbled paper bags.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to point out. Like, as soon as they're pressed, they have Globers that have never interacted, at least with people on this server. They have an idea in their head that they're gonna just come in here and it's gonna be like Bruce Lee against 10 extras, and it don't go that way. It goes quite the opposite when there's 10 Bruce Lees beating on him and they're the extra.
Same on
and
our server.
they fall apart. They literally just fall apart. It's kind of funny. We laugh about it all the time. I mean, you guys you just got here. You guys don't know, but we've been doing this quite a while, and it's like a routine. They come in, they have like some gotcha proof. They come in, they rattle, we destroy it. Then they start talking about us, yell at us, do all sorts of stuff. All you flat earthers are retarded. Then they rage quit, and this happens over and over and over and over again.
Right. Please understand. We know this. We deal with this damn near every day.
Yeah, you probably do.
I'm 44 years old, so I've been dealing with this for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, people come in trying to make a statement or claim or whatever. We destroy it. They start having them attacking us or whatever because they can't win the debate. They taking the L, but they can't handle it. They get all in their feelings, all emotional. Yeah, we know exactly what.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. I'm just glad somebody else understands like the shit we go through because it's like I just tell them, man, you should have came with a plan B. Like when plan A didn't work, you should have had a plan B. Like you shouldn't have put all your eggs in that basket.
The conversation might be different, but it's still the same outcome and same problem.
Yeah, it's a problem with people's thinking, right? Most people don't think logically. They don't even know how to think logically. They don't know how to analyze information. They don't know like anything. Like so when they come in with like a bunch of logical fallacies or their feelings, right? I just think it should be this way because it is. You know, like when that's shot down, they don't have anywhere else to go.
You know what it is that like a lot of people like come from Destiny server or Sneako's old server or other servers, right? And they think that because that shit can fly and get and pass the smell test over there, that shit's gonna fly over here. No, we're way smarter, way more educated, and high IQ individuals. Please, we do this. We've been doing this for a long time. So when there's somebody that comes in with some bullshit like that, there's somebody in our server that could usually rip them apart.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Thank you, Rain. Thank you for the compliment.
To speak.
Oh, you're welcome, Doug, you asshole.
So wait a second, Grain. Where do you actually sit on the ad?
Can I ask this real quick?
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay. I'll answer that.
I'm just curious. Where do you sit? You believe in the globe?
I believe in the globe. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I just curious. We don't have to get into that right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, my question was: has anybody got contact details for David Wise so I can pass them on?
No,
somebody called Helio just posted it. I don't know what that if that's it.
Yeah, that should be it. I can DM that to you if you need it. But yeah, that should be what you're looking for. Someone's gonna see if he can join the panel. That'd be cool if we can get.
What about Matt Sargent?
Have you got a number or anything?
Or Instagram or something where he could be DM'd directly.
Yeah, like
I think all
that
his
one's like one of
details are on his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can take up some extra links for you.
Yeah,
that
like
contact
if
form
is
I've got.
about, he might have contact information in that, like on his channel.
You know what you could do if y'all do find anything, DM me, Dev, or Doghead, and we'll get the information to the proper people. So
I hear somebody say to contact Mark Sargent also.
Doghead can do that.
No, don't contact Mark Sargent.
Yeah, I thought I heard.
No.
Dude.
I can pitch the idea of having David Wise with Zerka on because it's like a hot topic at the moment. But like if Zerka's going to go back by the time they can arrange for him to come on the show, then they try and get Dave by himself. But I also mentioned he's had a debate with Sartain. It'll be good figures, it'll be a hot topic on the show, it'll be a great debate. And I think if I pitch that to Myron, it's gonna small content for the show. So I think he's gonna go for it. But like I said, I can't guarantee it. But like I have direct access to him and Sneeko, so I can pass it to them.
Yeah, it's a high likelihood.
Look, if you have Dave on there, not only are you going to get like flat earthers watching it, you're going to get like, we have kind of like a little, I don't know, we call them the anti-flat earthers. It's like a little, people on YouTube that can't stand flat earth. They follow us around. They're on Twitter. They have another Discord. They're all psychos. They'll be all watching it too. And that's thousands of people on top of that. You know what I mean?
Our own community.
Because they hate everything flat earth. They follow around any of the so-called famous flat earthers. They'll go just to troll that person or just to talk shit about them.
Yeah, they'll super chat away their life savings to ask shit questions.
Hey, I just want to let me
say Will. Oh my god!
Let me come in here real quick because we got he's in the chat right now on the live stream voice text, or excuse me, the YouTube live stream. So you can just talk to him right now. Yeah, he's in it right now.
Who is Dave Weiss?
Yeah, Dave Weiss, Dearth.
He's listening on YouTube. Just for those who didn't catch that.
Tell him to join VC. He's got an account.
Is Dave on your Discord?
He was at one time. I don't know if he is anymore.
No, he's still here. I just pinged him in text.
Yeah, Dave, if you can hear us, man, come on in here.
I mean, you guys don't have to chat and hear about it if you want to arrange whatever you're going to arrange.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just pop into another room or whatever. But yeah.
At least bring the topic up.
Or they can do a private call.
Oh, he can't go on Discord right now, but yeah. So the guys from Fresh and Fit are here. That actually some of the team members from them. So.
Oh, great.
Okay, you can speak to him if you can't hear him. I think he can hear you right now, okay? So if you want to speak.
Yeah. Okay. I work directly with Myron, Fresh, Chris, and Mo, and also I work directly with Sneeko. So Sneeko's connected to Zerka, obviously. So I'm going to pitch this to Myron to have you on the show. You singular, or you and Zerka. It all depends where if he's going to, with obviously your schedules. See what Myron says. If he goes for it, cool. Hopefully after that, they can do an additional show with obviously you and Zerka against Sartain and whoever he wants to pick, which will probably be a massive debate. And I think Myron will go for it. He'll do a lot of figures.
Hey guys. Dave's saying he can't join right now, but he is in the YouTube chat.
Copy that.
But the you should be able to contact him through that contact page from the flatearthdiscord.com that I shared. Am I right about that, Dave?
All I need is like a direct DM access or a phone number that I can pass straight to the producer, to Chris. Because trust me, Chris is a flat earther. If I discuss this with Chris as well, Chris is going to be in Myron's ear and be like, yeah, Myron should have him on, blah, blah, blah. He's the guy, got his details, here's his number, DM him, let's arrange this.
Yeah, he was asking a question. I don't know if you guys can answer it, Dork. He said, are they anti-flat earthers or are they just FE ignorant? You might want to just
say they're normies.
I think it's neutral.
That's the question that Dave was asking. So.
FE ignorant, I would have thought.
Yeah, I would say
the producer is FE, right? So, and I think during the day show, Dave would be able to make a presentation. They do give the guys room to make their presentation, just like they did with 7-Eleven recently with someone, Brian Dawson or whoever.
Yeah, it won't be a debate. It will be a conversation.
Yeah, they're not going to push back. Yeah.
Right. So you'll be able to talk your points, state whatever you need to, stats and stuff like that. And Myron will most likely just ask you questions, for you to just just speak and, add more to the context of the question.
Yeah, so Dave Weiss, who's listening, just let us know which method you want us to give to these guys for direct communication to take place between you and their show, and without any middleman and us over talking and saying the same thing 5 times on repeat.
Right. I was just trying to find the email address that he wants us. I know there's a contact page on the flatearthpodcast.com. I'm pretty sure it goes to the same email he could post here or whatever.
It's not that though. It's like when they do stuff like this, they want like a direct access when they can like DM and have talked to him or on the phone. Like I said, Chris, who's the producer of the show, he's a flat earther. It's Myron and Fresh who don't know all the things about it. So I'm going to directly pitch it to Myron and Chris is going to be in Myron's ear. Hopefully they can arrange this, get it going, because it's a hot topic at the moment. And hopefully Zerka, I don't think Zerka's going to mention it in the after hours. So we need an additional separate show to talk about this.
I'm sure if you contact it through email, he'll be able to get whether you want to do it on Skype or anything like that, any other platform. He could probably. I don't know.
Tell him just let him he can hear me, right? So whatever is most convenient for you, it could be email or whatever, and Doghead is a senior admin in our server. He has direct contact, so you can get with him and give him they can give you his information and vice versa, and then y'all can link up and then go from there.
I'll tell you a little secret. Chris, who's the producer, has always wanted to have this on the show.
Facts.
Let's go.
Hey, you should invite Chris over here, man. Just say, man, some Discord you need to go check out, man. We'd love to have him.
Chris loves Flat Earth. Absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
They all think he's crazy. If you ever heard Chris say about it, they make a joke. Oh, Chris is a flat earther. And Chris would be like, blah, blah, blah. Then you get some of the moderation team. It's like 99%, 1%. I think there's 2 of us who believe in flat earth and the rest of them. Well, it's not a belief actually, but yeah, anyway.
We know. Yeah.
Facts.
Them fighting words around here.
Also, we have another one, Zochi. When we were talking the other day, me and Dorkhead, we were talking to Zochi, and he was open-minded, and he was actually listening to the arguments and saying, yeah, that makes sense, that they cannot measure the curvature and all of that. So Zochi is very open-minded.
What does Sneeko? What does Sneeko say about Flat Earth?
I don't know.
The email address if you want to contact Dave.
Hey, Levelist, I put that video in the voice text. I think it's worth watching, man.
I'll check it out. Thank you. I saw that.
Yeah, it's on the DITRH YouTube page on his About tab. That's info at theflatearthpodcast.com. Is that the right one, Dave?
Yeah, he said the forum is limited. My email is on my YouTube channel. That's what he said.
Yeah. Info at theflatearthpodcast.com. Yeah,
I'm going to send that now.
Yeah, okay, cool. Go for it. Continue.
Sweet, man. That was a close one, dude. I almost had to nuke Texas.
See, this is what happens when men and women like-minded come together. You can network, you can get things done, have great conversations. This is things we promote in our Discord.
Yeah, it's just difficult, man. In this day and age, just like having conversations like the ones we have, like you guys with Fresh and Fit, and like what we have over here 24/7. Like, it's really hard to have these conversations on a just a regular conversation. It becomes very provocative. Like people are just. It's the nature of the beast, man. It's going to become a debate at some point, right? Like there's going to be challenges that people have on it. It's like kind of hard to keep it like where it's just all civil, but we try. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's just we try to do it as best we can. But always when you speak about things that deal with the truth, it's going to wind up being somebody's going to be upset about it. And,
Well, we have moderation for a reason, right? We can, we rather people moderate themselves, but if they're just taking it too far, then we'll step in. Like, we don't have an issue with that.
Brother, our history of our ban list is bigger than the majority of servers out there.
Well, I believe it.
Oh man, it's bad.
Y'all must deal with all type of fuck shit.
Oh my.
Dude, we got this one guy. He came back like almost 800 times on alt accounts because he just couldn't accept the fact that we didn't want him around. Psycho, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like a globe religious zealot. Not just the Earth's a globe, but like religious fervor. Like I must persecute the heretics.
Yeah. Like, hell, the rest type shit.
So Dave writes, connect the producer and we'll get this scheduled. So yeah, he's on board, brother. You got the email, you sent the email, it's all going to come to fruition.
Just a tip in terms of moderation, there is a Discord bot that you can add called the Wick bot, and you can set it up so that it kicks members that make a new Discord account and join your server in the last, let's say, 3 days or 7 days or whatever. So this usually deals or handles the problem of you banning somebody, and then they go and immediately create a new account to join the server again. It's going to automatically get handled, basically.
That only works if they're not using a VPN.
No, it's limiting. It's not limiting the IP. It's limiting the age of the account. So let's say you ban somebody who had an account that is 10 months old, and then they go like, "Fuck this guy, he banned me. I'm gonna go make a new Discord account right now and join it again." But you set up the bot to say, unless the account is 1 month old, they cannot join my server. So the bot will recognize their new account and go like, "Nope, you're too young of an account. I'm gonna kick you out now."
Yeah, I don't think that would really work here because, a lot of people that are genuine make like a pseudo, an anonymous account to join here.
Well, you can make it 1 or 2 days. It doesn't have to be super lengthy, right?
Yeah. Oh, they just make it on the spot and immediately join. So it's 2 seconds old. You know what I mean?
Or they're listening on the YouTube live stream and they want to join the moment they hear it. Like, oh, what's this? Let me join right now. And it's like, oh, I can't. But,
well, remember, it only works for the length of the account. So it's from when they actually made it. It's not when they tried to join your server. So most people have a Discord account already, right?
Yeah.
That would be trying to get into the Discord server, so it wouldn't affect them. It's for brand new accounts.
That's a good point.
I did the data calculations on our server when I was looking into this, and basically 99% of the people who join us newly already have accounts that are older than 1 week old. So this is why if you set it up, let's say it would be similar in your server, and you set it up to 6 days or 7 days, then it should be fine in terms of only eliminating the people who basically got banned. But the genuine people who just want to join and enjoy the server, they're gonna usually have 99% of the time a Discord account that is older than 7 days.
Can you unban me over there?
Wait, what's the name?
Ban you where?
I'm banned on Fresh and Fit Discord.
That's funny.
So
what's your name?
I was at Levelist. I was in there and somebody posted a pic of Xena's OnlyFans, and I didn't even recognize it was her. I thought it was hilarious, so I made fun of it at first, and then like nobody did anything. So then I tagged her to like have her delete it, and I ended up getting banned for tagging her to clean up her own stuff.
Well, you just tag a moderator. She couldn't have did that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened. So you can look it up. It happened like 2-3 months ago.
We ain't saying that's not what happened. I'm just saying, like in a circumstance like that, she couldn't delete that if she wanted to. You need a moderator or a server helper or admin or whatever to delete that.
You're not banned, dude. I just checked.
No? Someone dropped a link.
I don't see any name Levelist in the ban list.
Let me check his Discord ID, his unique Discord ID.
Is it just me, or is Levelist coming in really hot right now?
Yeah, very.
It could be. My bad, as usual.
No, he is banned. He's under the name Levelist.
Fair enough.
Level.
Hang on. Type this in the search. I'll post it in this chat.
Trust Levelist to be banned over there.
I use the same microphone as Fresh and Fit. So
yeah. Speaking of Levelist, the Earth is allegedly 70% water. Water is flat and level. Therefore, the Earth is flat. For all you people who joined or listening because of the recent hullabaloo that's going on, there you go. There's the answer. So you came here. It's a 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. Water's flat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the Earth is 70% water. Do the math.
You're on band, dude.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Yep, since there's no rebuttal, my claim stands as truth. There you go. Problem solved.
It's all over then.
I've just sent Dave's email info and I've put it to Chris now. But obviously they're getting ready for the show, so he's come up on his thing. I've directly contacted him, but he's busy at the moment, so I'm not going to get an answer till probably tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of people that are wanting to know questions and stuff like that, man. So it's we're always here to take any questions. If anybody if you just say, yeah, just go holler at them dudes over there. If you ever want to just plug us or whatever, you can really do that, man. If anybody has any questions that they want to ask about more, you know what I mean? Just
I've seen Dave do interviews with like a channel with 100 subscribers. You know, it's just like if he finds the time, he'll give you the time.
And that's vice versa. I find some people that are just cool individuals and on the level or whatever. Send them over our way.
Well, that's what I was mentioning before, Grain, that CB was mentioning you guys like what you do over there and stuff. So he put a bug in our ear. So he started playing some clips and we're like, hey, these guys they sound legit, So it's like now we want to know what they're about. And then I heard they got Zerka on there, and then that's weird, man.
Yeah, we deal with Globers in here that sound a lot like those crazy gals that you guys interview.
So Dave's in Florida as well, correct?
No, he's in Connecticut.
Oh well, Marin's home state.
Yeah, he's in Connecticut.
I remember, funnily enough, back in the day in 2014, it was a time on YouTube, in online communities, and also in real life when you would bring up the topic of flat Earth and I would present like arguments to people, and they would be much, much open-minded because they have not had any sort of huge cognitive dissonance yet, and they were like, "Oh, this is interesting. Let me look into it." Like this was 7 replies that I got if I talked to 10 people. But then in 2015, at the end, NASA put themselves into overdrive and started a huge, massive marketing campaign, paying YouTubers, making merchandise and all of that to make the flat Earth topic as funny or as ridiculous as possible in the eyes of the mainstream. And then basically everybody had this initial reaction or the initial brainwashed reaction of, as soon as they heard the name Flat Earth, they go like, "Oh no, you're crazy, fuck this shit, I'm not gonna listen." So this is sadly has turned into this right now for the majority.
Check it out, the live stream right now. We have 50 of us in the panel right now. Yes.
Anyway,
Sorry, go ahead.
I got a question for the Fresh Fit guys. Have you guys done a collab with Just Pearly Things in the past?
Not since y'all know her and she had her YouTube stream. Before she was Just Pearly, she was on the show before.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we have a guy. He's a really veteran member in here who's actually over where she is. I don't know if she's moved back to the States yet. I don't think so. We're trying to get him to get onto her show from the angle of the social dynamic and then talk about it. Some subtle segues of flat Earth. A lot of the guys, especially in here, are into that type of, I know, for lack of a better term, red pill content or whatever.
That's the proper term.
Yeah.
I mean, what RP teaches is just nothing more, nothing less. The sexual dynamics between men and women, and why we both are the way we are and do things the way we do it, and so that when you're dealing with the opposite sex, you're not mad and frustrated, right? You're not raging at the world because things ain't going your way with women. Like, we don't blame women for being women. We want men to understand how women really are, so when they're dealing with them, they know how to deal with them better.
Yeah, the best way to deal with most women is to avoid them.
Unless they're a flat earther, then they're going to be all right.
I was going to say, we're not.
Oh, who just said that? There's plenty of flat Earth women that are horrendous, bro. Plenty.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was flat too.
Yeah.
There's a few new people in the chat. Do we want to talk to them, or we're gonna?
No,
I'll talk to them right now. Bros that just joined. The Earth is covered by 70% water. Water's flat. Therefore, do I really need to finish that sentence?
Nope.
Hey, Joe Biden's teeth. You have control of your mic. You want to tell us where we live? Joe Biden's teeth. Open up your mic.
That's a great name, Joe Biden's teeth.
I don't think he's got. I think he's got Joe Biden's teeth, but no voice box.
What if he's got Joe
He's
Biden's
not able. He doesn't have the role that allows him to speak, I believe.
No, I just opened his mic. But
Just as long as he doesn't have Joe Biden's nose, we're good.
I'm going to put it back on mute then.
Oh yeah, all new people. We also have a podcast on iTunes and Spotify. In case anybody wants to know, they're like debates we've already had. Like one of the people were a guy named Mick West. In case any of y'all know who that is, he's a professional science communicator, conspiracy theory debunker, and he's been on Joe Rogan and a bunch of other places. We tore him a new one. That was quite fun.
Nice.
Dabweed, have you ever heard of him, Mick West?
No, not particularly, but I know the type. I know the I'm a science YouTuber guy, and who mixes in fact with fiction to appear smart while wearing glasses so I can look like a nerd. I know the type.
Yeah. There's another guy like him called Michael Shermer as well. Does exactly the same thing.
My God, Michael Shermer's the worst.
He's worse than Mick West.
Yeah, he's horrible. He has a magazine, the most unskeptical magazine. It's called Skeptic.
Wow.
Yeah, Skeptic magazine. Yeah, he's the most unskeptical person I've ever seen in my life. He's a renowned atheist too.
We have a severe problem with those.
Oh, go ahead, AI.
No, just saying like the idea of the skepticism that they bring. So we'll offer them an observation or a test that supersedes the globe geometry by orders of magnitude, and their comeback will be, well, you don't know every factor ad infinitum. You don't know the path of light from point A to point B in total, right? And then they'll have an observation, and you ask them for the same stuff, and they'll be like, I don't need to provide that. It's like, dude, how come you're only skeptical of the flat Earth in the ways in which you're skeptical of things?
Can I ask you guys a question real quick?
Sneaker's gonna be on the show since the first time. They had that debate, Dorkhead and Dev, so this is probably gonna be interesting.
No, it's not that. We had a guy in chat. I can't remember the name of the guy. He was in our YouTube chat, and he was going back and forth on me on the flat Earth. And he said something I found interesting, and I don't know whether this is a complete lie, but I wonder whether you guys have come across this thing where they say, well, I've got a telescope and I've looked at, I don't know what planet he said. Because I looked at this certain planet and it was rotating. I mean, what can you say to that? I mean, unless you're calling him a liar, but...
Well, we can all look through telescopes and we can see things in the sky, quote unquote, rotate. But that doesn't prove anything about the shape of the Earth.
I mean, my answer to that is kind of a logical answer where I said, well, we don't really know what those are because we've never been to space anyway. So what you're saying is it's just a theory, just like gravity.
And what they mean by rotating as well is...
Go ahead, bro.
They mean by rotating is that they see a dot cross past the surface of what they're looking at. Yeah, so they say, okay, that dot is fixed, so it's moving from left to right. Therefore, this thing that I'm looking at is rotating. Kind of, there's a lot of assumptions in there.
Yeah, well, at the same time, see, one of the things that I focus on in here are logical fallacies, and at that point, we haven't addressed the main premise, the premise being a medium, or lack thereof, the infinitely expanding at the speed of light vacuum adjacent to air pressure That could be our pressure. Jupiter is just a ball of gas itself. The sun, all of these things. So when we start talking about what we see, and they're like, well, we say it's this, and we have the consensus. Well, that's not really evidence. And one of the major things that I can say right now, that you guys can take to the bank, is no globe proof is going to come without the form of a begging the question. Not one.
The only contention I've ever had with Flat Earth, that's like I said, I thought it was a psyop way back, and I have to change my mind again, I have to research more. I bought a camera, and the camera had like I can't remember what camera it was. It came out, it had like a massive zoom on it, and I used to use it to go look at the moon. See, because it could zoom right into the moon surface. So but the moon to me looked like kind of like a globe. But you can't tell, can you? Because you can't see both sides. But that's the only thing that kind of maybe thought, oh, maybe it is a psyop.
But again,
well, I mean, it.
Go on, India.
Do you want me to say? Oh, yeah. So, consider the statement: the planet's around, moon's around, therefore the Earth is round. So that statement is a non sequitur logical fallacy, because we tell things are the same by noticing things that are similar, right? Right? We know mammals are the same. We've come up with a categorization of, mammals do this, therefore this does that does that, so they're both mammals. When we look at the Earth and then we look at, the planets or the moons in the sky, we don't observe anything that's similar. There's nothing on the moon that looks like things on Earth. There's nothing on a so-called planet that looks like anything on Earth. There's no logical reason to think they'd be the same thing. It's like me making this statement. I see trees, therefore I'm a tree. Well, how do I know I'm not a tree? Because I can look at my body and I can see I don't have leaves and bark, right? So if we look at these planets or the moon and then we look around the Earth, there's nothing similar about here and there. So it's just completely illogical to conclude that they're the same thing. Someone a long time ago conjectured it, and it sounded good to a bunch of people, and they all just agreed on it.
Yeah, the phenomena of the sky is free to be as it is. It's got no relation to the Earth.
An example I used to give is just because the pool table has round balls, if the balls are round, doesn't mean the table itself has to be round.
Exactly. Yeah. Same idea.
But it comes from Glober's minds that they think through NASA imagery and footage that they've observed the Earth in its entirety as a spherical object. And then they look at the things in the sky and they see, oh, okay, well, that's spherical too, and we're spherical. So we're in the same category. But when you realize, no, nobody's actually laid eyes on the entirety of the Earth and what shape it might be, what nature it might be. We're not in the same category as the things in the sky. They are what they are. We're yet to actually figure out what the Earth is. But we know the surface is level. It's measured. So it's not a ball.
We have a Flat Earth Dave in here. Is that Dave Weiss? Did he come in here?
Dave Weiss is DIT or H or whatever.
Yeah, I know maybe he lost his account and he came in, because this is a brand new account. It was just created.
No, he just told me he thinks he's in the Discord. Dave, you are in the Discord.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to unmute him. Dave.
It's me.
Hey, what's up, Dave? We can hear you now.
What's going on? So these guys, what's that? Thanks. Yeah, I hate Discord. Sorry, no offense to anybody, but
yeah, I know you've been here before. You hated it then.
Figure out how to get on here. Thank you. Yeah, I still hate it. But it's pretty cool if I could figure out how to do it. Maybe I'm just stupid.
No, you're not. It took Nathan Oakley 6 months to get on Discord. So he had it and he couldn't get the audio to work for 6 months.
So these guys, do they do mostly in studio podcasts?
I believe so. Well, I'll let these guys speak for him. So we got the two, like the guy, one of the producers here. He's still here.
Well, I would say most of the broadcasts are live in studio. They have done interviews like they did the interview with that guy on 9/11, and he's in Japan, I think. So they do interviews across Skype and Discord and stuff. So there's possibilities of that.
I mean, I have no problem doing it in studio. It's just I would need to hook up to their, be able to share images and stuff because, I can do audio only podcasts or in-person podcasts without visuals, but you guys all know how important the visuals are on many things like sunsets and perspective and all sorts of stuff. So that's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, Dave, usually what happens is when they have a guest in, like a lot of people watch the after hours show with the girls. What they don't realize, they have daytime shows. And when they have a guest on, especially talking about a controversial subject or anything that they're talking about, the person's a guest. So it's not a debate. Basically, you're saying stuff. You can bring all your images, give them to Chris, the producer. He'll put them on the computer and you can say, Chris, bring up image one. They'll bring image one and you can talk about it. I mean, they'll set it all up that way. I've pitched it to Chris now. The only thing is, like I was saying to the guys here, with Chris, if they could have like a direct contact, like a DM, a phone number or something, if I can pass that to Chris, like I said, this is not a yes.
I'm pitching it to email me.
Yeah, I've got the email.
If he just emails me and says, "Hey, Chris, the producer, so and so," and gives me his phone number or whatever, let's set up a time. I'll Zoom call together real quick and we can have a 10, 15-minute call, whatever it takes to work out all the details. It's super simple. But that email goes direct to me. Work it out. It's better than the phone number because the phone number is going to go straight to my voicemail. The email, I'll get it within, a period of time.
Yeah, I've given your email. The guys on here graciously gave me email and stuff. So I've sent it to Chris. I've pitched. Obviously, they're getting arranged for a show right now. I have direct connection to Sneeko as well, which is obviously to Zerka. Like he's been on, they haven't had time to talk about it now. I don't think they're going to talk about Flat Earth now on the after hours. He might bring it up. I don't know. So this is a hot topic right now. While the iron's hot, they really need to strike on this. So I think having you on and you've debated Sartain as well. I've pitched that to the producer as well, and then I'm also going to talk to Myron directly and then say it to Sneeko. If we can get like a round table after this, after you've had, if we can get you on the show after this, if you're willing, we'll have like a debate as well, like they've done before, which I think will be an amazing show. It'll do great numbers.
Here's the thing: debating people that hate Flat Earth, that's not my bag. If you want to do that, get Austin Whitson on there, or when Austin, Jaron, and I did Sartain, was it Austin, Jaron, and I, or was that Hibbler? Whatever, that works okay. But I find that even spend any energy on anti-flat earthers, I'm willing to spend tons of energy on somebody that thinks flat earth is dumb because they're ignorant to the globe and flat earth. Those are the people that you can move. And I watched I've seen these guys a couple times and I was just like, oh, that would be an interesting show. These guys seem like they're open-minded. They seem like they have their opinions, but I don't think they're researched on the topic at all. At all. And those are the people that I like to talk to.
Yeah, Chris, the producer, he's a flat earther dude. He's a flat earther guy, right? But they've mentioned it on the show before. But Myron and Fresh, the two hosts, they laugh at it like, "Oh, you're a flat earther." Like they make a joke about it. Like I said, if you don't want to do the debate, Dave, all I'm saying is I'm going to pitch it to Myron, and I've done it to the producer to try and get you on to have your own discussion in the daytime, and then you can have all your images and stuff, and then I'll get back. Hopefully they say yes, and then obviously you guys are going to be talking.
Yeah, I was going to say there seems to be two different dynamics. Sorry, go ahead. I'm going to cut you off.
You can connect me. If you can connect me with him, we'll schedule a Zoom call. If I can get on a Zoom call with him, he will definitely have me on. I mean, having a producer that's a flat earther and two hosts that think flat earth is ridiculous, there's nothing that makes me happier than that. That is the greatest setup in history. Right? I will do that show at 2:00 in the morning if they want me to. It doesn't matter. On a Sunday, it doesn't matter. That is the ultimate up because they're gonna have their minds blown.
And you're a Connecticut guy, aren't you, Dave?
I'm in Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah, Myron's from Connecticut as well. So you guys are gonna have relate on that level as well.
Well, there you go. If he reaches out to me, just mentions the show, saying, "Hey, we were talking on wherever I got your name." I'll send him a link to schedule a quick call. We can do it same day, and then we'll just work it out. It's no problem.
Yeah, I think it'd be an amazing show. Like I said, you got. I didn't even know you was related into this Discord, and because I'm admin for Sneeko, I got direct contact with Sneeko and Zerka, Myron and Fresh, and the producer Chris. Mo's on our channel as well. He's the sound engineer, so we can push it forward and to pitch it. But like I said, this is not guaranteed. I'm giving them the details, and hopefully they get in contact with you and they can arrange something. I hope so, because I think it'd be an amazing show to have you on.
It's on a slightly different topic. I did a show on Jesus, Guns, and Babies with Dr. Candace Taylor, who was a Republican running for governor in Georgia, and it was the second show with her the other day, and it made it. It just got an article in Rolling Stone magazine on it, and of course they're doing serious damage control. And then Right Wing Watch on Twitter at Right Wing Watch. Did it. I think it's got over 1 million views already in a short period of time, and the comments are insane. So anybody that wants to jump on there and start posting some flat Earth links and stuff to blow their minds, feel free. Right Wing Watch.
I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. I just quickly wanted to say hello to a living legend, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Thank you. You guys are all living legends, right? We're all doing the same thing. I just have a bigger mouth and been on more shows. That's all.
I really like your app too, so that's really awesome.
Yeah, but I remember you from back in
Shit, it's about to take
Sorry. Must be a lag.
Delay.
I was going to say, I've listened to you since the Stonehenge video days. That was quite a while ago, wasn't it?
I was just wondering though, Dork. Did you mention, because the way that it's set up, there seems to be two styles of show. There's the daytime show where you would have your presentation mode. You have your presentations and do very good at that. So that would be the time to do the presentation. And then they also have times when they do like debates. They'll set up, like I think Dork was mentioning, like a roundtable discussion. They'll have other people on and do a more serious debate. So there are two different options. I think the first style, the daytime show, would be like the first way to go. Probably the way you would thrive, right?
That's the way it was planned out. That's the way.
Yeah.
As far as
They very rarely do debates, to be
I
honest.
could do a little bit of. But I really like doing a quick. Hey, this is what flat Earth isn't. This is what flat Earth is. You've all seen me do it. What questions do you have? Because it's better to answer. I found it so much better to answer their questions, because I could be talking about gravity and this and that, and they're like, "Well, what about friggin' seasons?" And I should have started with seasons if I had known that. So when they ask a question, it starts the entire thing, and we can do a roundtable where people will just say, "Well, what about this? What about that? What about this?" And we just nail each one of those things. And as I say, they go into 3 bowls, but nothing goes into the third bowl, which is globe. And if they have working minds, which they appear to have, let's see it.
Yeah, you'll also get the chat. I can already see the super chats rolling in now, trying to ask questions. Oh, how does this work? And so you'll be able to take their money too while you're at it. Not
thrilled if I can,
take the chat's money.
That would be awesome for them. Yeah, it'd be great. And the questions that come in, I love from ignorant. When I say ignorant, we were all ignorant to flat Earth. It's not a derogatory thing. We were ignorant to flat Earth. We were also ignorant to the globe when we weren't. And I love questions that come in from them. It's it's the anti-flat Earthers out there that just have nonsense and just waste energy and literally drain people that I like to ignore.
Remember, you would be talking to people from the Red Pill community, which basically is a community that accepts or realizes there are uncomfortable truths in the world that people need to look into logically. So the chances of people not being anti-flat Earth immediately and being a little bit open-minded to at least ask the normal questions or entertain the idea is much, much higher when you are speaking to this community versus to any different kind of mainstream-like community.
Yeah, I would agree. Even the chat, preemptively before today's stream went live, there was like 600, 700, 800, almost 1,000 people in the chat, and there was a fair mix of people W flat Earth, and stuff. So, the community is not one-sided. It seems. I'm sure we go into those trenches where it's often one-sided, but that's a good point. It is red pill, so they're somewhat adjacent.
I just did
Yes, but we got to leave a little bit of this horse alive for the show.
I did a show a couple weeks ago called Flyover Conservatives. They have a pretty big following on Rumble and a couple places, and they totally think flat Earth is mind blowing. And then after I was done with a 3-hour show, had in studio the channel Man in America. You guys have probably seen him around. Many of you probably know him. Some of you may not. And they did the show with him on all sorts of cool stuff. And then they mentioned flat Earth, and he laughed at them. He's like, "Oh, you got a flat Earther on? How funny!" And they're like, "Here, watch the interview." So he watched the interview, I think, on the plane on the way home, and he reached them. He's like, "Get me Dave's number." 2 weeks later, I'm on a show. It just aired last night, I think. It's getting tons of views. He says, I don't know what it is, but he gets it. He's he woke up 2 weeks ago. So there's something happening right now where the people are waking up. This Rolling Stone article is way huger than people are realizing. And right wing watch on Twitter, it's going all over the place. People are retweeting it. So a major shift literally happening right now. The dike is breaking, in my opinion. So you can do retweeting, throwing in helpful comments on these viral videos. That's gonna change everything, I think.
Yeah, we've been talking about this on here for a little while about this tipping point, because I think all of us can feel it. I definitely feel something, and you see it like you said on all the feeds, on kind of like everything, even new movies that are coming out, right? They're just kind of pushing it. They're pushing the space thing really hard on that realm, right? But like you said, like all the other social medias and things like that, I've heard that from regular people, even just starting with a couple of years ago, where even just normal people were coming up and saying, "Hey, that flat Earth thing you were telling me about a few years ago?" They go, "It's all over the place." So,
hey, Dave, is that are you looking in the live stream voice text? Is that the tweet you're talking about where you were on there talking to the Georgia?
Let me see. Where do I see that? Where do I see that voice text?
It's right above the voice channel. It says live stream voice text.
They're talking about a new race to Mars recently, so I hope the turnaround is now, because now is when it's needed. Not waste money on.
Well, I mean, it's the only one. I was scrolling down through the right wing watch Twitter page, and I saw you on there, and it says all flat Earth evidence points to a creator. It's talking about Candace Taylor. Is that the one that you're talking about?
Taylor, and then me and Matt Long, my co-host.
Yeah.
It says Candace Taylor, who ran for governor in 2022 and recently became Georgia GOP district chair, is a flat earther. Everywhere there's glow. That's why what they do to brainwash. That's the text. So
that's cool. Yeah, you guys
through there and throw some memes in there, because you got the idiots throwing the cat pushing everything off the Earth and the waterfall Earth, and just like stuff people have been brainwashed to bark and clap at like a trained seal. Just throw some stuff in there. I threw a ton of video of my videos, other videos in there, and answering people's questions, and I can tell that it's having an effect, because I'm getting messages. People are downloading the app. So
Yeah, that's how we got the guys from that podcast we were talking about. I can't remember the name of it. Earlier, there were a lot of people that jumped into their Discord because they just mentioned you. Somebody on their podcast mentioned you, and we were trying to encourage that to actually happen for a really good, thing. So right before their podcast tonight, a lot of us jumped into their Discord and talked to them for quite a while. And then they came over here, and that's the guys that you were talking to earlier. That's going to set it up. It's going to be good.
Hey, I have a quick question. Dave, have you ever heard of
throwing my name out there?
Yeah, no, man,
Have you ever heard of the 3-point questions that we ask people around here?
He actually did. Someone came in here a day before they were going to go and interview Dave. We were telling them the 3 points, and they asked Dave the 3 points.
What?
Yeah. What 3 points?
So, like the first question being like, do you know of any time that anyone's ever directly measured the surface of the Earth and detected curvature? What was the method of how they did that? To keep the conversation focused on evidence,
Yeah.
3 points being curved. Yeah. Love that. I always say, we don't need to go beyond 60 degrees south or above where we can't reach to prove the shape of the Earth. But I'm on some shows, and you have to kind of go what's going to keep them interested. I do love speculating about what's beyond where we could go, but I always try to say, this is for your speculation. I said, you want to prove the shape of the Earth? There's tons of evidence right here under our feet. We don't even have to leave our yards, and we go over that stuff. But people zone out sometimes, and you gotta take them to the extraterrestrials possibility. You got to take them,
Well, they don't realize they're inside a religion, so they have to. You have to expect those questions, right? And when you say, even with the 3 points, that's why we use the 3 points often just to kind of keep the focus on, all right, so you think the Earth is a globe and we think it's flat or whatever.
Miggy, are you there, bro? You should just give him a quick rundown.
Yeah, Miggy's
Give me your three. Give me your three, because I was actually just thinking about that today. I want to focus on that as long as I can before I take them other places. So, Dad, give me your three.
So check it out, man. I've curated this for over a couple of years, and I've honed it to be just real simple. So just anybody can talk to anybody about this.
Anybody?
So the first point is going to be, of course, your curvature. So it's going to be. Can you hear me?
You're absolutely fine. Yeah.
Dave, can you hear me? I think we lost Dave.
Yeah, now I see him lighting up, but I don't hear him. Dave, did you mute yourself, Dave?
Hey, Dave, there's a bug in Discord. If you could leave and join right back, that might fix it.
The Grabbler's got him.
Can you hear me now?
Give him the questions.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, Dave, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Doing this not through the app. I'm doing it on a YouTube. I'm on a web page. If I switch, does that cut me off?
Yeah, it seems like it is. Yeah, the app is way better. I don't recommend the web page. But
there's a link to give to you guys. I did an interview the other day, which is the opposite of what you guys are setting me up with. It was two hosts that were on the Flat Earth, and then the engineer was totally anti-Flat Earth. Oh my God, it's the funniest interview ever. I haven't aired it yet, but I was going to give you the unlisted link because I have to wait for them to put theirs up. This guy is so dense.
So, Dave, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Tell me.
All right. Yeah. I wasn't coming through maybe, but yeah. So the 3 points that we got is pretty simple, right? So you're really just going to ask them, what's your base knowledge for the Earth being a globe? And these three are the tenets that would prop up the Earth being a globe. So the first one would be, who has measured the curvature of the Earth any time in history? And it's just you just basically pose it to them this way. I just want you to tell me whatever it is that you have as far as your understanding of who's ever directly measured the curvature of the Earth. And of course, they might toss whatever information to you, but you can ask them, okay, so specifically, do you know who it was, or do you just believe somebody out there figured it out? And so what you're getting from them is their base knowledge of how they understand the Earth to be a globe per, like, however somebody's measured it. Like, they usually toss out Eratosthenes or whatever. Then you can go into like, if that's a real direct measurement, or was that just, can it go either way? And so you can really boil it down to like, well, really nobody's directly measured the curvature of the Earth. So they might even tell you, well, I don't know. And then, which you really don't need to stay on those points for too long. You can just like, so that you get a confirmation from them that they don't know, because really nobody does. So when they say they don't know, you're like, that's fine.
I do that often.
Yeah. And then you go to the second point, which is axial rotation, the spin of the Earth. According to the rhetoric, they're telling us that the Earth is spinning at about 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. So who has directly measured axial rotation with any device, that people or person has measured this? And of course, the usual typical answers they might come up with is like Foucault's pendulum, and then you can get into that a little bit. Like, is that really a measurement? Or like, you can just kind of talk about that a little bit. And then afterwards, they're probably going to be like, well, I don't think anybody's directly measured the, spin of the Earth. And so once you do get like that concession, you're like, that's fine. You move off to the third point, which is the third point is going to be gas pressure adjacent to the vacuum of space. So we have gas pressure here on Earth that's said to be around 14 psi at the ground level. And of course, the vacuum of space adjacent to it, and we're trying to figure out how is it possible that we can have gas pressure without a container. And so giving them the understanding, like, if the vacuum of space is a medium we can travel to, if that is possible, then how is it possible to have this gas pressure that we have here on the ground without it escaping into the available space as it would in any example that we have here on Earth? Because every example we have on Earth with gas pressure, it needs to be contained. So we need to have a container for that gas pressure. And so, it's really hard for them to even think about it, because they'll say gravity is a container, the atmosphere is a container, the ozone, they say a bunch of things. But then our usual response to that is like, okay, if you can show me a demonstration of how gravity containing gas is the way you can say it, then I could see how that makes sense. But if you can't demonstrate how gravity is a container, then it's not possible that when you're posing gravity as a container, that it's containing any gas. Because, if it was doing that, we would see the vector of down on all gases. We don't see that. Gases move freely in all directions. So, yeah, these are the three main points that I usually bring up. And they're pretty simple, because it's like, they're not really a debate. It's just really gaining to know what they know about.
I usually touch on them, but not in a row.
Yeah. You can break it up and stuff, but like,
but no, those are good to start out with, and then when it's okay, you don't know anything about the globe, then we can take it from there. And, they're going to say Eratosthenes, so I can blow Eratosthenes up with that information. And they're going to say gravity, and I could take the gravity information. And, now we're show, so it's no problem.
Yeah, no, I've challenged that. There was a PhD. He's got a master's degree. He came in here. I have him recorded on my channel. And I ran him through the 3 points. He said no, he didn't understand the first two that I just told you right now. And the third one he was a little bit of resistance to it, but after a while, there was no demonstration that he could provide. All he was leaning towards was a model that he could produce. Like, well, we got a model, and so far as I know, with the model, it works. I'm like, yeah, but there's no demonstration in natural and physical world that you're going to be able to show me that this is actually happening. So.
Yeah, what's the model based on?
Right, so it was basically just a concession on all 3 points. So even a PhD, he's a PhD student who has a master's degree in astrophysicist. This is the kind of guy that people lean their knowledge to, and he doesn't even know. which is, I mean, a lot of people would be aghast at that because they're the ones supposed to know this, right? I mean, so.
Their models are theoretical. They are based on the Newtonian physics that have been made and written the equations. So they basically a circular argument. They're using their own equations that of the globe Earth theory to prove the globe Earth. This is circular argument. The models is not scientific evidence.
I mean, what is their justification in terms of how gravity works? Is it based on electromagnetism or the element component of each element, or what is it?
What's your question?
Yeah, how does it work? How do they justify gravity for themselves?
They're going with Einsteinian general relativity.
So relativity,
Yes.
So it's bogus, yeah.
Well, it's the current rhetoric. Go ahead.
They're just the Einsteinian, to expand on it. They're basically claiming the mass is creating a warp in space, and that warp in space is making the object basically kind of roll on top of that warp into another object. But again, this is theoretical. Where is the evidence? Show me a huge mass that is creating a gravity field around it, or that warp in space around it that's going to attract other objects to it. They can't. It's not scientific.
Right. They also conflate the two, Newtonian and Einsteinian, and saying that they're both working under the same gravitational theory, and that's just not the case. Einsteinian gravitational theory has superseded Newtonian, which is they're 100 years out of date with the idea that they're they'll try to use Newtonian gravitational theory, so it doesn't. And they usually conflate the two. They're saying that's the same. It's really not. They're mutually exclusive, and yeah, that's usually kind of the misunderstandings that we get from people from the side of the globe when they come in here, and we try to educate them on the difference and the reason why they can't use Newtonian versus Einsteinian. And
okay, hey, listen, you guys. So I'm not trying to pull anybody in the weeds or anything, but I have a mainstream example of what's considered evidence, and to me it sounds a little fishy. So I've been looking into what conspiracies there are for the Titanic. And so aside from that, I was looking at what the mainstream says. So according to them, there were no bodies found around the shipwreck, no bones or anything, but there were shoes. Guys, does that make any sense to you? Please help me.
You gotta take off your shoes.
The whole shoe story.
Dude, my dudes, does that sound logical?
All the bodies floated out and the rest became fish food.
You guys know about the shoe symbolism with false flags, right?
Dude.
No.
Show pictures of one shoe. They shoes everywhere. Holocaust, it's always shoes. The Boston Marathon, they showed a shoe on the ground. Right?
I think it was a banking
symbolism of shoes. You got to watch.
It was, in my opinion, it was a banking move. And oh, sorry, Dave. Back to you guys.
Yeah, that's it. We have a huge delay. So listen, I'm gonna run, but I got a question. There's a lot of people in here. Anybody going to Flattoberfest in Vegas this year? I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be huge. There's going to be people from all across the plane coming. So I think we're 20th to 21st.
I could maybe
Las Vegas. So
Las Vegas, yeah. Maybe.
What's the date?
I think it's flat.
It's posted, Jen.
Of the 20th and 21st. Yeah, October. Oktoberfest.
Maybe.
FlatEarthFestival.com.
21.
Drop it in the chat, maybe.
Get the link in the chat.
I might be able to arrange a chaperone, and he happens to be. I'm thinking on the fence, being super, super optimistic.
I might even be
meeting people like you guys in person.
And my sister loves to gamble, so I got that going for me too. Woo!
I might even be able to fly there by then.
There you go. Well, listen, guys, thanks for so much. I look forward to hearing from Chris, I think his name is, and hopefully we'll get that scheduled soon.
Hey, you better get your butt down to Miami, Weiss. We want to see it happen.
Hey, good to catch you, man.
Good to hear your voice there, Dave.
All right.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Dave. Thanks for coming by,
Thanks
brother.
for all the support.
Have a good night, man.
No problem. Some big app coming in the next week or two. You're gonna love it. All right, see you guys.
Awesome.
Thanks for
Thank you for your work.
So, CB, now's the time you go like this. Ding, ding. Flat Earth Dave departed.
Did you guys?
Y'all better put some respect on my name.
Did you guys like my example? I love that. I love it.
No, I didn't like it. Hated it.
Yeah, just
hated
it. Listen, Jenny, just because I think you entered here a little bit late, we have the Fresh and Fit kind of crew that's in here as well. They're a pretty big show right now that's happening with the younger generation. Some of the producers are in here and the team from Fresh and Fit. So we're talking to those guys, connecting them with David Weiss, and there's something really magical about like networking in the truther community. So we're kind of help bridge the gap, and 24/7. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are the best of the best. So cream of the crop right here. So yeah,
Yes,
we do
sir.
big
Thank you
things,
very
guys.
much.